This is the resumption of the hearing of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs in respect of PS Resolution number 471, resolution expressing the sense of the Senate to condemn the killing of Kian Loyd Delos Santos and to direct the appropriate Senate committee to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation to determine the accountability of the Philippine National Police in the conduct of the campaign against illegal drugs that may have resulted in unnecessary and unjustified deaths and or killings, introduced by Senators Pimentel, Soto, Recto, Angara, Binay, Ejercito, Escudero, Gatchalian, Gordon, Honasan, Lacson, Legarda, Pacquiao, Po, Villanueva, Villar, Subiri. PS Resolution number 473, resolution directing the appropriate Senate committees to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation into the recent series of drug raids by the police and the direction of the administration's drug war with the end in view of determining the possible accountability of police officers and other authorities involved, stopping police abuse and protecting the rights of our citizens, introduced by Senators Aquino IV, De Lima, Drilon, Hontiveros, Pangilinan, and Trillanes IV. Also, privileged speeches of Senators Bam Aquino, Risa Hontiveros, and Emmanuel Pacquiao on the death of Kian Delos Santos, all delivered on August 22, 2017. The status of this inquiry is that there is a pending motion by Senator Risa Hontiveros to hold an executive session to allow minor Shin Concepcion and her cousin Princess Kira Alano to testify. The chair and the committee did not act or has not acted on the motion by Senator Risa in that there are rules governing examination of child witnesses. And having said that, I'd like to find out from Senator Hontiveros, who's the proponent of that motion, if there is already an appointed guardian ad litem, meaning a guardian appointed by the court. Of course, this applies to court proceedings, but since we follow the rules of court, because the examination of child witnesses, there's a procedure followed in criminal and non-criminal. Of course, non-criminal may be pertaining to civil cases, but to be safe, because we're dealing here with the minor or minor with potential minor witnesses, we might as well follow the rules of court. No? And we'd like to ask also the opinion or opinions of some of our resource persons after Senator Risa, of course, if there is indeed an appointed guardian ad litem to assist the child witnesses or witnesses. Senator Risa, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Thank you to the good chairman for citing the rules in questioning child witnesses, which, as he correctly reminded all of us, ginagamit po pareho sa judicial at saka quasi-judicial proceedings. What we have, Mr. Chairman, and submitted in writing also to the committee is an affidavit from the mother of the minor witness, also acting as guardian of the other minor witness, placing the custody of the two minor witnesses in the Senate as an institution, and as well assigning or appointing that their legal counsel be the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, as they are represented also this morning, Mr. Chairman.
Having said that, what is the name of the appointed guardian?
In the affidavit from the mother of the minor witness, Mr. Chairman, she appoints as guardian for the two minor witnesses, her child and her pamangkin, her niece, Audrey Concepcion, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Audrey Concepcion is the sister.
Audrey
Kasi-
Concepcion is the sister of one of the minor
cousin.
witnesses and cousin of the other minor witness. And she, Audrey Concepcion, has also executed an affidavit allowing the two minor witnesses in her care to testify before this Senate committee, Mr.
I do
Chairman.
not intend to debate with the with an honorable colleague, but I don't think the aunt or the uncle can give consent to a niece or a nephew. Yes, to the daughter, Shin Concepcion, I think it is in order that the parents, both father and mother, have given their consent to appoint a counsel to assist their child. But as to the niece, we may have to seek the opinion of the lawyers in the House. Secretary Aguirre, can you help us out? Kasi ang sabi po ni Senator Risa, dalawa po yung minor witnesses, a 13-year-old girl, Shin Concepcion, and another one, Kira Alano, who is a cousin. And both child and niece, isa lang yung nagbigay ng consent, yung magulang ni Shin. Now, my question is, can we allow the mother of one of the witnesses, minor witnesses, to act as guardian or give consent to the niece, who is not a child of the, of course, not the child of the either parent?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to the other members of the committee and to everybody present. The only person who could give parental consent would be the parents to their minor children. So I believe that the mother of one of the witnesses could not give consent to the whatever the other minor will do, although he or she is an uncle or aunt of the former.
Ganon din po ang aking pananaw, kaya po tinanong ko kayo. And yes, Senator Risa is recognized. Okay na? Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. The appointment of a guardian ad litem is in order, di ba? And he should or he or she should preferably be a lawyer, hindi po ba?
The appointment of a guardian ad litem, which means literally guardian during litigation, would have to be done by the court. So unless that particular person has been appointed by the court, then he could not be considered, or she could not be considered as a guardian of that particular minor.
Senator Dillon, pwede ba pakitulungan nyo kami rito? No, here's the situation. Meron dalawang witnesses na minor. Okay. Settled yung isa kasi pamangkin at hindi pwedeng bigyan ng hindi ng magulang. But the other witness, meron siyang consent from the parents, both parents, by the way, the father who is here and the mother who is in Oman, pero meron namang authenticated consent ng ating consulate or embassy sa Oman. That's fine. Ang question is the appointment of a guardian ad litem to the minor witness. Ang pananaw po ng ating Secretary of Justice, court lang ang pwede mag-appoint. Of course, that's in the law. Pero since this is a legislative inquiry and wala namang court na pwede mag-appoint dito, can the committee take the place of the court in this case na mag-appoint ng isang guardian ad litem to assist a minor witness?
My answer is yes, Mr. Chairman. For purposes of these proceedings, the child is a resource person. And I even raised the issue, why do we need a guardian for purposes of presenting a human being as a witness? I'm not aware of any provision of the law which would require a guardian ad litem, meaning a guardian during the pendency of the case, when a person or a minor is called as a witness in a murder case. I may be wrong. I have not been in practice for a while, but I am not aware, Mr. Secretary, of any provision of the law for witnesses who could be a minor that the law requires a guardian. and especially a guardian appointed by the court. He could have a guardian from the DSWD, and the consent of the guardian is not necessary for the minor to testify in court. The judge is conscious of the fact that he or she is a minor and therefore can impose restrictions in the rules of court which could protect the youth from any form of harassment while testifying. But I repeat, I may be wrong and I am willing to stand corrected if there is a provision of law which would require, number one, that a consent be given by a guardian, and number two, that a guardian need to be appointed in order for the minor to testify in court. In these proceedings, since the minor is a resource person, we can take the necessary precautions so that the witness is protected if he or she is a minor, but we do not need the consent of any guardian. The witness, even if a minor, is a resource person. That's my view, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hontiveros.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And if the chair will uphold that opinion, then I would aver that the calling at the proper time of an executive session out of consideration for the minor age of the two witnesses will provide that protection, will be in compliance with the rules of questioning of child witnesses, Mr. Chairman.
Anyway, we'll discuss that further when we go into executive session. But in the meantime, let's proceed with this inquiry. And I'd like to recognize our colleagues in the order of their arrival. Nauna ka ba?
Mr. Chair, patatawagin ko lang po yung adult witness.
Sige. Okay. In the senators present in the order of their arrival are as follows: Senator Grace Po, Senator Risa Hontiveros, Senator Aquino, Senator Drilon. Yan. So, nandiyan na yung adult witness mo. Let's have a 1 minute suspension to so we can have time to call for the for one of the witnesses. Session is resumed. Senator Grace Po is recognized.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Siguro bago tayo pumunta muli doon sa kaso ni Kian, nais ko sanang linawin muna doon sa siguro yung NBI, kung pwede muna i-explika, ano ba talaga yung kaso dito kay Carl Angelo Arnaiz? Dahil iba yung reports, iba-iba yung reports na nakikita natin sa media, iba-iba rin yung mga sinasabi ng mga testigo at ng mga pulis. Sino kayang pwedeng magbigay ng narrative ukol dito? Meron bang galing NBI?
Your Honor, this representation is Deputy Director De Guzman, representing the NBI Director.
So, ano pong mga nakita ninyo? Kasi siya po ay nawala nung August 17, di ba? Or 18. Tapos, nakita siya, August 17, tapos August 27 siya nakita, yung katawan. So, pwede bang i-explika ano ba yung sa report ninyo ang nangyari?
Actually, Your Honor, it's the NBI was just ordered by the Secretary of Justice to take over the investigation of Carl case. So we have yet to come up with an initial report of our team, considering that the team that is going to undertake the necessary investigation is the same group who are now attending this Senate hearing, Your Honors.
So, Mr. Chair, sino kaya sa kanilang pwede magsalaysay? Yung PNP ba? Ang may unang report? Or yung PAO siguro? Sa PNP. Yung PNP muna, sino bang nag-handle ng kaso dito?
Your Honor, it's Northern Police District, who has jurisdiction over the case.
And at the time, si Chief Superintendent Fajardo yung Northern Police District Director.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
So, di ba yung operation, yung after operation, nag-start to sa spot report? Siguro doon tayo mag-start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sige, Superintendent Fajardo, pakibigay po yung salaysay ninyo kung ano yung nangyari dito kay Carl Arnaiz.
Ma'am, actually, this is the Caloocan Police operation. We nag-respond lang yung po Caloocan Police Station based sa reported hold-upping dun sa taxi driver. So this is police response on the reported robbery hold-up dun sa taxi.
Kaya nga, so anong meron kayo? Sinong may hawak nito? Kasi nung nakita yung katawan, bago pa man doon, siguro, nakita ninyo yung driver, kinausap ninyo, ano ba yung nangyari? Kailangan ba? Kasi meron din ako dito. Ako ba magbabasa? Okay. August 17, Carl Angelo Arnaiz left his home at around midnight to buy snacks. He was accompanied by his 14-year-old Reynaldo de Guzman. Yung mga report na ganon, August 27, 10 days later, Carl was found dead along a dark portion of C3 Road in Caloocan. Tapos, August 28, Carl's parents found his body at a morgue in Caloocan. Reynaldo de Guzman is still missing. Yung kasama ni Carl, hindi pa rin matagpuan ngayon. A police spot report, August 30, alleged the following. Carl flagged down a taxi in Navotas at 3:20 a.m. Yun ang hinihingi ko kasi hindi naman dapat manggaling sa akin ito eh. Pero ito yung mga nakuha namin. Sinong pwedeng Superintendent Coronel, kayo po yung sa Caloocan. Kayo po ba yung nakatanggap
No, ma'am, I'm with the Manila Police District. But I understand the report is with our regional director right now.
Okay, sir.
Your Honor, may I just share to you the spot report from Caloocan City Police Office.
Yes, sir.
Can we have a copy of the spot report?
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Chairman?
So that we can reconcile what the
give you a
PNP
copy
has,
of it.
sir, and
Yes.
then also maybe later on the POW and then the others. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Although the report does not say of the activity of Kian coming from Cainta, no, or from Rizal, what the spot report tells, or Arnaiz, the report says of the incident that transpired during that early morning of August 18. So it says here that at about 3:30 a.m. of August 18, 2017, suspect who posed as a passenger at Navotas City and asked the victim, who is the taxi driver here, to convey him at 5th Avenue in Caloocan City. However, when they reached C3 Road 3, Barangay 28, Caloocan City, suspect drew his gun and declared the heist and with intent to gain, took the wallet of the victim and hit the latter using his gun, causing injury, then alighted thereat. At this juncture, the victim immediately sought assistance when he chanced upon PCP2 personnel of Caloocan City, who were then conducting detective beat patrol at the area. So the responders here, Your Honor, is PO1 Perez and PO1 Arquilita. So immediately, said police personnel and the victim rushed at the place of occurrence, where the victim was able to identify the suspect. At this juncture, responding police personnel identified themselves as law enforcers. However, suspect drew his firearm and successively fired shots toward the responding police officers. So the crime scene was, that caused the death of Carl Arnaiz, Your Honor. The crime scene was secured and cordoned by the first responders, identified as PO1 Francis Elamil and PO1 Fronda, and eventually turned over to the investigator on case and NPD Soko, led by Police Chief Inspector Andaya, who recovered the evidence, pieces of evidence from the crime scene. The cadaver of the suspect was brought to accredited morgue through the facilities of Ezekiel Funeral Services for autopsy examination and attended by the NPD Crime Laboratory Office.
Director Albayalde, kasi po, nakitang kanyang katawan 10 araw pagkatapos. Tama po ba yon?
Yes, Your Honor, because nobody can identify Carl Arnaiz during that time. So he was brought to that funeral parlor.
Pero,
It's only after 10 days when the relatives were looking for a missing person, Your Honor.
Kasi po ganito yun, ano, dito po kaya nga nililinaw ko din yung sa spot report ninyo. Nakita yung kanyang katawan sa madilim na liblib ng C3 Road ng Caloocan. So, ibig sabihin po ba, kailan po ba nagkaroon ng barilan at napatay siya? August 18.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, August 18, cordoned off yung area, yung crime scene. Tapos pagkatapos nun, dinala siya sa morgue kagad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang-
After the SOCO have investigated the crime scene, Your Honor.
So kaya, ano naman itong sinasabi nila, 10 days later lang siya hinanap ng kanyang mga magulang?
No, Your Honor. Probably after 10 days, that's the only time where they were able to
Identify.
locate the missing child, Your Honor.
Pwede pang malaman
morgue.
kung nandito po
I just-
yung driver ng taxi?
No, Your Honor. He was not invited.
Totoo ba na yung kanyang salaysay, dalawa yung kanyang salaysay at magkaiba?
We will check on that, Your Honor. I believe he made a supplementary a statement, affidavit after the child or the victim or Arnaiz was identified. And I think according to the arresting officers or responding officers, the taxi driver positively identified Carl Arnaiz as the person who who made that robbery hold up.
Sir,
Yes.
yung bata na kasama niya, itong sino ba, Reynaldo de Guzman, lumapit na ba yung mga magulang sa inyo, hinahanap siya?
No, as far as our office, Your Honor, not yet.
So meron bang missing persons report?
That would be probably in Rizal, Your Honor, because that is not the AOR of Caloocan City.
Sige, ngayon, ano po ang petsa ng inyong spot report?
It's dated August 18, 2017, Your Honor.
So August 18. Yun bang PAW o kaya yun bang SOCO, meron bang residue ng nitrates yung bata?
We have no result of that yet, Your Honor.
Wala pa ring results yun. Bakit po?
Crime lab, meron na. Well, according to the crime lab who is here, Your Honor, they have the results already.
So, is it positive?
Yes, ma'am.
Positive yung kanyang ano?
Opo.
Okay. Nais kong tanungin, Mr. Chair, just to be
Yes, for
sure.
the information of Senator Po and the members of the committee, the two policemen cited in the case of Carl Angelo Arnaiz are here, no? PO1 Jeffrey Perez and PO1 Ricky Arquilita. Where's PO1 Arquilita? Kindly take your seats.
Nais kong tanungin, ito bang si PO1 Perez pareho nung kay Kian?
What do you mean?
Kian, PO3
separate,
Arnel
ma'am.
Juarez, PO1 Jerwin Cruz, and PO1 Jeffrey Perez.
So,
No, sorry. Pereda, PO1 Jeremias
so
Pereda.
hindi kayo, pero nakita na kita
Naghalo kayo.
dati.
Lipat ka na nga dito para hindi confusing.
Ayun, kaya pala. Kaya
Yeah.
sabi ko nakita na kita dati.
Okay. The three being accused in the case of Kian, andito sila, PO3 Arnel Juarez, PO1 Jerwin Cruz, and PO1 Jeremias Pereda. Yung kay Carl Angelo Arnaiz, PO1 Jeffrey Perez, and PO1 Ricky Arquilita. So, yun. I hope
sige.
I made myself clear.
Thank you. Ito sa nameplate
proceed.
pala. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for clarifying. Habang nandito po si PAW Chair Persida Acosta, ma'am, baka pwede pong narrate ninyo ano po yung findings ninyo pagdating dito kay Carl Angelo Arnaiz dahil medyo po malabo yung narration ng mga iba.
With the permission of the Honorable Chair, with respect to the forensic findings, here with us is the head of the PAW Forensic Laboratory, siya na po mag-explain ng forensic findings nila.
Salamat po. Please go ahead.
Good morning. We performed a forensic analysis of the gunshot wounds and other injuries of Carl Angelo Arnaiz last Sunday upon the request of the family. On examination of the body of Carl, we noted 5 gunshot wounds, 3 on the middle of the chest, 1 on the left side of the chest, and 1 on the back portion of the upper arm of the victim. We also noted marks of handcuffs on the wrists of Carl, also swollen eyes, contusions of both eyes, and extensive drug marks or abrasions, gasgas po sa likod, indicating that he may have been drugged.
Sir, meron bang gunpowder residue, nitrates? Na-test po ninyo siya?
Madam, we did not test for paraffin testing.
So you didn't?
You
Okay.
did
But
not.
in your opinion, based on your findings on the injury sustained by Carl, overkill ito at hindi naman ang laban?
It looks like that the victim was handcuffed. There are marks of handcuff, and the victim was mugged.
Opo. Ito ba'y nabaril ng malapit o malayo?
Ma'am, there's no indication of a close range or near contact fire.
Mr. Chair, perhaps we can have a copy of that report. Matanong ko na rin, nandito ba yung mga magulang ni Carl Arnaiz? O ang kanyang kinatawan?
With the permission of the Honorable Chair, today is the libing ng ni Carl at Aliw Cemetery in Pateros. So they were not able to come here.
Okay, ma'am, yun bang parents nung kasama ni Carl, itong si Reynaldo de Guzman, nakausap po ba ninyo?
Opo, nakausap po namin at hanggang ngayon naghahanap pa po kami at sila nakapost sa social media ang mukha ng bata at maging ang ABS-CBN, inilabas po kagabi, itong 14 anyos na bata. So hanggang ngayon nahanap pa ho namin, so wala, hindi pa rin humatagpuan. 14 anyos na lalaki po.
Marahil mamaya mapakita natin dito sa hearing, baka may makakita. Pero siguro, Director Albayalde, nung nagkaroon po ng shootout doon, di ba, kinordon off yung area, wala ba sila nakita? Hindi ba nila namataan ng isang bata na tumatakbo away from the crime scene?
None on the report, Your Honor.
None on the report. So, in the spot report, there's no indication of the child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, perhaps to piece the story together, in deference also today's the burial of Carl, maybe in the future we can invite the parents if we have another hearing and also the driver of the taxi so that we can hear their side of the story. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Chair takes note of that. Okay, we will now proceed with the testimony of, in the meantime, we'll call her MC, the new witness. Kindly, pakitayo lang po. MC, tayo ka muna at i-administer yung oath sa'yo. Also, the other source persons who have not yet been administered their oath, kindly stand up. Ricky and Jeffrey, tayo muna kayo. Hindi pa kayo. Magsumpa muna kayo. Comsec, kindly administer the oath to the new witnesses, resource persons.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair. May I be recognized, Mr.
Secretary
Chair?
Gira is recognized.
Opo, I just made a cursory reading of the child witness rule. It appears that we could not proceed with the examination of the child witness unless he or she is accompanied by a guardian ad litem duly appointed by the court.
In the meantime, Secretary Gira, hindi po minor itong nakatayo ngayon. 22 years old po ito. Yung mamaya, 31? 31 years old. Yung mamaya pa yung tackle na lang
Opo,
natin
opo,
mamaya
opo.
pag dumating, when we get there.
Opo.
But in the meantime, she is not a minor.
Opo.
So we will allow her to be administered the oath and testify.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Just a comment, Mr. Chairman. You know, I'm wondering why the Secretary of Justice is so interested in, he appears to be preventing a testimony. I hope that we are here in a legislative proceeding, hearing in age of legislation and trying to find out the truth. So let us veer away from all the technicalities which will project an impression that we are hiding the truth.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you, Mr. Chairman.
I am very disappointed at the comment of the former Secretary of Justice. I am just saying that because I was asked by the chair about what my opinion is about whether we could present a child witness without a guardian ad litem.
This is not a court proceeding. This is a legislative inquiry in aid of legislation.
Your Honor, the child witness rule includes all other proceedings aside from criminal proceedings, criminal investigations. So we have to read.
Anyway,
It's very clear
we'll
here.
tackle that later on. But you know, the opinion of the chair in this regard is that we should always do things on the side of caution. Kaya nga ako nagtanong sa inyo, kaya rin nagtanong sa ating colleague, si Distinguished Minority Leader. Ayaw natin magkamali kasi we're dealing here with minor witnesses. And I myself reviewed the rules governing examination of minor witnesses. And I also sought the advice of the Senate President, no less, last night, just to make sure. Nandito na lang kayo, andito si Senator Dillon. Anyway, wala pa po tayo doon. Mamaya na lang pagpunta natin sa executive session, we'll tackle that para hindi lang madelay yung ating proceedings.
Thank
But
you, Your Honor.
I confirm that I sought the opinion of the Secretary of Justice, and he's just responding to my assistance for legal advice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, may I ask you to stand? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this Senate inquiry? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So Senator Risa is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. MC, maaari ka nang umupo. Magandang umaga. MC, maaari mo bang isalaysay sa komiteng ito kung nasaan ka at anong ginagawa mo nung gabi ng Agosto 16 bandang alas 8?
Bumili po ako ng bigas po sa Kayosi. Yung time na po yun, hindi na po natuloy pagbibili ko ng bigas kasi po, nasa loob ko po sila na sabi, tabi dyan, nagmamadali po sila. Yun po.
MC, baka pwede mong ulitin yung huling sagot mo. Hinihiling po ng komite, sumagot ka o magsalita ng mabagal lang para maintindihan ng malinaw. So, meron ka bang nasaksihang kakaiba nung gabing iyon? Maari mo bang ikwento? At ikwento mo lamang yung direkta mong nasaksihan at nakita.
Yung isa pong pulis po, naka sa ulo ni Kian. Nasa nakaganon po. Tapos yung isa po, nakahawak sa ganito niya. Pababa po. Hanggang po papunta kaming court. Yung time na po yun, kung saan po sila papunta, nandun po ako. Hindi ko naman po alam kung saan sila papatayin ng bata. Hindi ko naman po alam. Doon din pala po malapit sa bahay namin.
Nabanggit mo, MC, na si Kian yung hawak-hawak sa bandang leeg o ulo niya. Pero nung mga sandaling nasasaksihan mo yung pangyayari, alam mo na ba na si Kian yon na
Ay, hindi
hawak
po.
nila?
Hindi po.
Meron bang naging habulan? Kasi nung unang hearing nitong komite, sinabi ni Sir Bersaluna noon, pinutukan daw sila, sir, noong hinabol nila, sir, yung mga tao doon na nagpulasan. So may putukan ba na nangyari para
Ay, wala pa po
magpulasan
habang
ng mga tao?
pababa po sila. Mula Butika hanggang court po, wala pong putukan nangyari. Putukan na po sila nung pababa na po sa amin, sa lugar namin. Doon na po sila nagpapaputok pababa.
Yung nagpaputok po ay yung mga, ay sino? Kasi iba yung nagkaputukan, ibig sabihin, yung taong hawak-hawak nila sa leeg ay nakipagbarilan din ba? Or yung sinasabi mong may putukan ay yun lamang may dala dun sa taong hawak sa leeg?
Yung dalawa po nga may hawak sa leeg, hindi po sila nagpapaputok. Yung nasa likod lang po ang nagpapaputok nun. Kasi po yung dalawa po ang umawak nun, busy lang sila hawak-hawak si Kian. Tapos yung isa po, pababa na, nakabag siya nakabag po siya. Yung po yung may hawak na baril na papaputok pababa.
Naalala mo ba o nakilala mo ba kaagad nung mga sandaling iyon, yung mga taong nakapaligid dun sa batang o sa taong hawak nila sa leeg? Nakilala mo ba sa sandaling iyon?
Yung isa lang po, sa yung nakakulay green po na nakasunod sa likod nila.
Maari mo bang ilarawan pa, i-describe yung mga taong may hawak dun sa batang iyon o sa taong
Yung isa
iyon?
po matangkad, yung isa po maliit. Tapos po yung umpisa na po yung barilan, kaya ko lang po nakita yung mga mukha nila. Doon po mismo sa tapat ng bahay namin.
Bukod dun sa mga taong may hawak talaga sa kanya, meron pa bang ibang mga taong kasama sila?
Sa taranta ko po, nakatago ko sa gate nung araw na yun para nakita ko lang po sa kanila 3 lang.
Pag nakita mo ulit yung 3, makikilala mo ba? Maaalala mo pa ba yung mga mukha nila?
2 lang po, kasi yung isa po kasi nakatalikod, kaya hindi ko po siya namukhaan.
Gabi na yon, di ba? 8:00 lampas. So, paano mo nakita yung mga tao?
Kasi po yung bahay namin po, may ilaw po doon eh. Tatlong pagitan lang po ng bahay para makita niyo po sila doon. 3 bahay po pagitan, makikita mo po sila. Kasi yung ilaw po namin sa bahay namin sa labas, bilog po yun, malaki.
Pagkatapos mong unang makitang dala-dala o kaladkad nila yung tao, ano na yung nangyari?
Ano po, tinulak po si Kian sa gilid ng baboyan po. Tapos naririnig ko po si Kian na, "Sir, wag po, sir." Tapos yun, yung nagpaputok na yung isa. Tapos yung isa. Siyempre po, hindi ko na po nakita kung saan parting katawan tinamaan si Kian kasi po madilim po dun eh. Tapos yung sunod-sunod na putok, nakita ko po yung mukha niya. Pero hindi ko rin po alam kung saan parting katawan kasi po nasa gilid po si Kian.
Gaanong kalayo ka, MC, mula dun sa kaganapang iyon? Halimbawa, mula dyan, ilang metro, mula dyan sa silyang inuupuan mo, hanggang dito ba ang layo? Hanggang dyan ba ang layo?
Yan po pagitan,
Hanggang dyan
no?
ba?
Yan po sa may watawat na yan po.
Mula dyan sa
Dito po
upuan
sa
mo,
akin.
hanggang dyan sa
Apo.
watawat, dun sa Philippine flag.
Apo.
So mga ilang metro po yan? Mga 9 na metro ba yan?
Kasi isang bahay, pangalawa, pangatlo, sakto lang po.
Mga 9 na metro ang layo
Apo.
mo sa mga kaganapan. Kapag nakita mo ulit yung mga nakita mo nung gabing iyon at mga naalala mo, masasabi mo ba na sila yon? Maituturo mo ba sa amin?
Apo.
Ngayon, nung una mong nakita yung tao, kaladkad ng iba pang mga tao at may mga kasunod, hindi mo pa alam na si Kian yun. Kailan mo nalaman na si Kian pala iyon?
Yung sinabi po sa akin ng kapatid ko na, kasi nakita ko po sa papa niya sa TV. Sabi ko, umiiyak si Kuya Bong, ba't kaya siya umiiyak? Biglang lumapit po sa akin ng kapatid ko. Ate, hindi mo ba kilala yun? Nakita mo kagabi? Si Kian yun. Bigla na po ako kinabahan nun. Tapos, pumalik na po ako sa bahay nila. Nandun na lang po ako sa ilalim ng ataon ni Kian dahil natatakot po ako.
Ang pagkakilala mo ba kay Kian MC ay ano? Siya ba ay isang runner? Siya ba ay isang tulak ng droga?
Hindi po.
Ano naman ang nag-udyok sa'yo para magtestigo dito sa pagdinig na ito?
Kasi po, marami na po namatay sa lugar namin na walang kalaban-laban po. Baga po, ang mga polis po, hindi po nila nilalagay sa dahas. Lagi na lang dahas, hindi po sa batas. Marami po akong kaibigan na matay sa lugar namin, pero wala pong nangyari. Ilang taon na po ako ngayon? 31. Bata pa lang po ako, 11 years old pa lang po ako, nakatira na po ako sa lugar na yan. Wala pong pagbabago. Ganun at ganun pa rin po. Hanggang sa ganito pa rin, umidat ako ng ganito. Marami pong lagi nagpapapulis. Mga pulis po, marami po silang nagpapaputok, kahit marami pong bata. Pag hinahabol nila, nagpapaputok sila, parang wala po silang pakialam kung may matatamaan. Yun po.
Sabi mo, MC, na walang batas, puro dahas.
Opo.
Yun yung dinidinig ng komite namin at aalamin para mas mailagay sa wasto. Kaya nyo bang ituro ngayong umaga kung sino yung mga nakita nyong kaladkad si Kian nung gabing iyon?
Opo.
Pakituro nyo po sa aming komite.
Ayun po ay nasa gitna po. Si PNP 01 po. Sa ayun po.
Ay, pakibasa yung pangalan.
Hindi po ako marunong magbasa.
Pwede ho bang lumapit ka rito sa kalikod nila at ituro mo, hawakan mo sa balikat kung yan sila ang nakita mo? Pwede?
Mr. Chair, if I may, with the indulgence of my
Yes,
good colleague, baka
PO1
maaring
Perez.
tumayo na lang po
No.
sila para hindi
PO1
niya kailangan
Peredia,
lapitan.
PO1 Cruz, and PO3 ORS. Kindly stand up. Stand up.
So kahit hindi mo na lang lapitan o hawakan, pero kung kaya niyong sabihin sa komite kung sino yung mga taong o sino yung taong naaalala mong dala-dala si Kian nung gabing iyon, MC.
Pwede lumapit na lang po ako sa...
Hindi mo na lang pang
Hindi
ilan
ko pa alam pangalan
mula sa
nila
kaliwa. Hindi. Kung una, pangalawa, pangatlo mula sa kaliwa.
Yung ano po, yung una, tapos yung pangatlo po.
So for the record po, MC, Mr. Chairman, sina PO3 Arnel Owares at PO1 Jeremias Pereda po ang sinabi ni MC na naaalala niya sa gabing iyon ng pagkamatay ni Kian. Salamat po, MC. Tanong ko pong sunod, Mr. Chairman, kay SPO3 Owares.
Again, you're reminded that may counsel ka ba? PO3 ORS? Nandyan? So, pwede kang magkonsulta pagka tinanong ka, ha? Sige. Please proceed, Senator Hontiveros.
Salamat, Mr. Chairman. PO3 Owares, batay po sa testimonyang ibinigay ni MC, itanungin ko po kayo, bakit nyo binaril si Kian? Bakit nyo binaril hanggang mamatay? Bakit nyo pinatay si Kian?
Your Honor, I invoke my rights against self-incrimination.
Follow-up question po, Mr. Chairman, pero para din sa pagdinig ng ating resource person, si PO3 Owares, saang bahagi ng katawan nyo binaril si Kian?
I invoke ulit, Your Honor.
PO3 Owares, maaring i-invoke nyo rin muli ang inyong right against self-incrimination, pero ang sunod ko pong tanong sana sa inyo ay ilang beses nyo binaril. Ganon din po ba ang ibibigay nyong sagot sa committee ito?
Yes, ma'am.
Piotr Owares, ayon po sa postmortem report mismo ng PNP at pati po ng PAO, si Kian ay nakadapa nung siya'y binaril. Kinukumpirma nyo ba? Maari nyo bang kumpirmahin na binaril nyo siyang nakadapa?
Considering, Your Honor, na may nakasampa na pong kaso sa amin sa DOJ, so I invoke my rights against self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Pinaninindigan nyo ba, Piotr Owares, ang inyong testimonya na si Kian ay nagpaputok ng baril, kaya siya binaril?
I invoke also my rights, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, parang nauuso yung pag-attend sa Senate hearing pero hindi naman po sumasagot sa mga tanong ng komite. So ito na lang po sana ang mga tanong para sa pagdinig ni PO3 Owares. Are results of the PNP ballistic tests usually reliable, o sa madaling salita, mapagkakatiwalaan ba ang resulta ng ballistic exam mismo ng PNP? Nandito po ba si Chief Inspector Cirillo? Mr. Chair, my next question for
Please proceed.
Chief Inspector Cirillo. Chief Inspector Cirillo, hindi po sumasagot si PO3 Owares sa mga tanong ko, pero isa nga po ay tungkol sa ballistic report. Naninindigan po ba kayo na yung ballistic report ninyo ay reliable?
Your Honor, good morning. Mr. Chairman, good morning. Yes, ma'am. Yung regarding sa ballistic report, we can trust the laboratory result with regards to the result taken from the firearms of my men. That's all, Your Honor.
At batay po dyan sa ballistic results na iyan ng crime lab, Chief Inspector Cirillo, ano po yung resulta kaugnay ng kaninong baril ang ginamit para barilin si Kian? Sino ang bumaril kay Kian among your men?
Ma'am, pwede po pakiulit po yung question.
Yung tanong po ay, dahil sinasabi nyo nga na reliable ang ballistic exams ninyo sa PNP at pinaninindigan nyo yung resulta ng ballistic exam kaugnay ng pagbaril kay Kian, batay po doon, kaninong baril po ang ginamit para barilin si Kian? Sino po ang bumaril kay Kian?
Siguro po, ma'am, yung regarding sa iba po kasi yung nakabaril or binaril. So, para sa akin, ma'am, with regards to the result of the ballistic examination, it was, I think the crime lab has the result of the ballistic examination. I don't know, ma'am, if I have one so that I can compare the ballistic report.
Chief Inspector Cirillo, nasabi na po yung fact na yan nung unang hearing at hinihiling ko lang po sa inyo bilang paninindigan ninyo na reliable
Yes,
ang ballistic exam na sinasabi nyo nga ay reliable.
Yes, ma'am.
Kung sino ang bumaril kay Kian, kaninong baril ang ipinutok niya para barilin si Kian?
So, based on the ballistic report, it was a PO3 Owares firearms who positively nag-positive po dun sa result, ma'am. That's all.
Salamat, Chief
Yes,
Inspector
ma'am.
Cirillo.
Thank you, ma'am.
30 seconds. In that case, Mr. Chairman, I'll reserve my further questions, pati po sa dalawang PO1, maaring sa susunod na round natin. Last question lang po, ayon para sa last 30 seconds ko. Ayon po sa ballistic report, ito po tanong pareho kina PO1 Pereda at saka PO1 Cruz. Ayon sa ballistic report, baril ni PO3 Owares ang ginamit para barilin si Kian. Hiniram nyo ba ang baril niya? PO1 Cruz, hiniram nyo ba ang baril ni PO3 Owares nung gabing iyon?
Your Honor, I invoke my rights po.
Your right against self-incrimination. PO1 Pereda, hiniram nyo ba ang baril ni PO3 Owares nung gabing iyon?
Ma'am, I also invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Mr. Chairman, unfortunately nga ay nauuso talaga yung hindi pagsagot sa tanong ng komite. They invoke the right against self-incrimination. I hope na habang umaandar po yung pagdinig natin ay mas i-invoke at i-uphold yung right na sama-samang hanapin yung katotohanan para mabigyan ng hustisya si Kian at yung iba pang mga biktima. Very last question, Mr. Chair, my last 5 seconds. May naganap ba na shootout, PO1 Pereda at PO1 Cruz? Nakipagbarilan ba si Kian sa inyo?
We invoke our right, ma'am. Self-incrimination.
Salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Sa
Senator
susunod na
Hontiveros.
round na lang
Senator
po.
Bam Aquino is recognized.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Bago po ako pumunta sa mga tanong kina PO1 Cruz Pereda at PO3 Owares, gusto ko lang ho tanungin si Secretary Aguirre. Secretary, ano na po yung status ng kaso laban po sa tatlo po nating kasama ngayong umagang ito?
Mr. Chair, good morning, Senator Bam. Noong Biyernes po ay nag-file po ang NBI against the 4, the 3 plus yung hepe nila. And I just read in the papers that the one Renato Loveras E. Perez alias Nono was also included in this case of murder, violation of domicile, and violation of Section 29 of Republic Act 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act 2002. So, naka-file po yan, and if I remember right, the preliminary investigation is set on
So, yun yung key, PAW, yung 14 at saka 21 sa PAW yun. Sa PAW. Ito sa NBI wala pa. Kasi, wala yan.
on kailan? On
September 14 and 20.
14 and 21. But this is the case filed initially by the Public Attorney's Office. So, in all probability, this will be consolidated, and so the hearing of this NBI complaint would, in all probability, be also held on September 14 and 21.
Right. Secretary, so if you can run us through the process, no? Magkakaroon po ng preliminary investigation. This is with the Fiscal's Office of Caloocan.
Hindi na po. Transfer na po yan dito sa main DOJ.
Okay. So magkakaroon
So-
po ng preliminary investigation in DOJ
Opo, at
on September 14.
yung-
Pagkatapos po nun, it will be submitted to the court.
Pagkatapos po nun, the Prosecutor General has formed a panel of 3 to investigate these complaints. And after this, this resolution of this case by the Prosecutor General to file or not to file, if any of the parties would want to appeal by a petition for review, it will be filed before our office, the office
Alright.
of the Secretary.
Alright. So pagkatapos po niyan, it will be submitted to the courts. Is that correct?
Opo, pag yung the resolutions to file the case.
Alright. And this court will be in, where will the court be, Secretary
It will
Aguirre?
be in Caloocan where the crime
Was
was
committed.
committed.
Alright. So, pagkatapos po noon, if the court decides that there is a case to be furthered, they will probably issue a warrant of arrest. Is that
Opo.
correct?
Opo.
Yung
Ganun po mangyayari.
timeline po niyan, Secretary, could be as fast and as long as how many months or how many weeks?
I think this is only it's not a complicated case. So I believe that if the prosecution will be able to finish their presentation of evidence in the preliminary investigation on the 21st, then it would be the turn of the accused to submit their counter affidavits, and if necessary, the prosecution will be given a chance to file their reply affidavit, and the respondents rejoin their affidavit. So I believe that 3 months' time, it could be finished in the preliminary investigation, Your Honor.
Alright, so mga 3 buwan po bago magkaroon, possibly, if the court so decides, a warrant of arrest for some or all of these gentlemen.
Opo, I believe that baka hindi pa umabot ng 3 buwan kung mabilis ang proceedings, kung walang
Alright.
delay.
Okay. Let me ask Sis Mang Zaldi, no? Sis Mang Zaldi, ang sabi ho natin nung unang hearing, ang hinahanap po natin katarungan para kay Kian. Kung masampahan na nga po ng kaso ang mga allegedly na pumatay po kay Kian, yun na po ba ang katarungang hinahanap po ninyo?
Opo.
Alright. Thank you, Mang Saldi. Tanungin ko rin po si Ma'am Persida. Kayo po yung unang nag-file ng kaso laban po dun sa 4 po. Hindi ho 3, 4 po yung kinasuhan po ninyo.
With the permission of the Honorable Chair, there are jandos because we do not know yet the names of other members of the team. Per IAS, there are several PNP officers who are involved. So we will just ask the prosecutors we will be investigating this case to issue a subpoena to the IAS to submit all the documents, public documents in connection with this case so that the jandos can be filled up.
Pero yung kaso pong binanggit po ni Secretary Aguirre na sa September 14 yung preliminary investigation, yun po yung kasong sinampa po ninyo.
Opo, and then we will move for the consolidation of the case filed by the NBI because they include another charge, the charge of planting of evidence under the firearm law and also under the Dangerous Drugs Act
Alright.
of 2002.
General De La Rosa, sa 3 buwan po na hinihintay po yung resolution ng kaso, ano po yung status ng ating mga PO1 po dito?
They will still be under restrictive custody, Your Honor.
Okay, ano pong ibig sabihin ng restrictive custody para po sa mga nakikinig ngayon?
Restrictive custody, Your Honor, meaning they will be confined, restricted inside the camp wherein they are placed under restrictive custody, and they can only go out once they ask permission from the supervising officer, and they have to be escorted, Your Honor. But we cannot put them in detention, Your Honor, because that's a violation of law.
Meron na po bang administrative case na nakasampa po sa kanila aside from the criminal case?
Yes, Your Honor. This is being handled by the IAS, Your Honor.
At kailan po yung resolution ng kasong yon? Maybe IAS can be the one to respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Attorney Triambulo.
Good morning, Your Honor. The administrative charges was filed on August 25 against the 17 respondent. Now, under the rules issued by the NAPOLCOM, only 16 will be subjected to the summary hearing because one, the Chief of Police of Caloocan City with the rank of Senior Superintendent, and under the NAPOLCOM Circular, Section 6, Rule 2, pag ikaw ay presidential appointee, kailangan hingi muna ng clearance bago i-subject ng summary hearing. So, siguro, Your Honor, ang ang proceedings na nakalagay sa rules, nagpapadala na kami ng summons requiring them to answer and submit their controverting evidence within a period of 7 days. Then after 7 days, we will sit the pre-hearing conference, yung marking ng evidence ng 15 days from receipt. Then the summary after the pre-hearing conference, another 15 days to submit position paper because inalis na po namin yung trial type, no? So position paper, then 30 days ang IAS to resolve the
So 30 days off from now? O 30 days from August 25?
from after the submission of position paper.
Alright, so 30 days after the submission of the position paper. So posible ho in 2 months. So in 2 months, meron na ho kayong desisyon kung ano po yung penalty ng ating mga nang involved po dun sa kaso po ni Kian. Anywhere from suspension to outright dismissal from the service. Yun ho yung mga posible na ihatol po ninyo kung mahatulan nyo nga silang guilty. At the same time, Secretary Aguirre, within 3 months, in your opinion, probably the case will have moved further, Secretary Aguirre. The case would have moved further in about 3 months. And probably before the end of the year, meron na pong desisyon yung korte kung dapat ho ba silang i-warrant of arrest o hindi. Tama po.
Pwede po, tama po.
Yung charges po ng Pao was murder. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and also violation of the Anti-Torture Act of 2009 because of the torture leads to death of a minor.
At pareho po yung non-bailable, if I'm not mistaken, Chair Acosta.
Opo, pareho pong non-bailable ang murder tsaka yung violation ng Torture Act.
Alright. Tatanungin ko po yes sir. Vice Chair Kasurao.
Before you respond,
Yes, sir.
Vice Chair, with the permission of Senator Bam, may tatanong lang ako, no? Without prejudging itong kaso involving these 3 policemen, kasi Kian, pagkatapos merong Carl, meron pa tayong Espinosa, I'd like to address my question to Chief PNP De La Rosa, Vice Chair Kasurao, and IAS, kasi kayo yung mga officers of primary responsibility rito, ng mga OPR. Anong long-term solution? Kasi hindi matatapos. We keep on investigating. No? We always hear invocation of right against self-incrimination. That's fine because that's a basic right. Ang tanong ko, ano bang long-term solution dito para wala ng Kian, wala na yung pangyayaring parang kay Espinosa, wala na rin yung kay Carl? Yun ang gusto ko malaman, thinking ahead. And anong long-term solution na may offer niyo? Maybe yan din ang isasagot nyo, Vice Chair, ano? So please, you and then IAS and then Chief PNP De La Rosa. With your
Thank you,
permission,
Mr. Senator. On the issue of the administrative case involving Kian, I'd like to take this opportunity. The PAO is here, si Attorney Acosta is here, the parents are here. Our office has been alerted that the case is going to be filed with the Napolcom. But it seems that it has already gained jurisdiction on the part of the Internal Affairs Service. So we better be clarified now. Because if it's with Napolcom, the rules are, it's going to be, in 75 days, it's supposed to be disposed of. Ngayon dun sa area ng anong magiging solution nito para if every time there is an aberration like this, hindi na dapat na antalet o because of the usual when you invoke the right to self-incrimination, kaya pati ang investigation involving administrative cases and in aid of legislation, these are all affected because of this when you apply the strict rules on investigation. So sa amin po, sa Napolcom, ang solution namin is we don't conduct trials anymore. You submit your position paper, kung anong sabihin mo dyan, karga mo, and then attach your affidavits, and then we will base our decision on what you tell us based on your position paper. So in 60 days, we're done with the investigation. Wala nang trial type because, yun, papasok lagi yan. I will invoke my right to self-incrimination. So it's cured by our position paper system. So may I ask now the PAO if the case is going to, because we have
Kindly
the
address
rules
the
of...
chair, Vice Chair. Kindly address the chair. You cannot
Yes.
discuss directly with the other resource persons.
Okay. I limit myself to that in the meantime, Mr. Senator.
Chair.
Permission of Senator Bam?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Senator Bam. Tingin ko po, yung tanong ni Chair, mas malalim pa po dyan. Hindi naman sa gusto nating bilisan yung ganitong mga proceedings. Mas yung tinutukoy nila at hinahanap ng komite namin. Paano matigil na itong maya't maya may patayan na nararanasan? Yung sinabi ni MC na puro dahas, walang batas. Paano mapipigilan na yung patayan? Very instructive, I think, yung sinabi, Mr. Chair, ng NBI sa atin na ayon sa ulat nila, their anti-drug operations have resulted in 0 deaths. So what is another agency doing right? What is the PNP possibly doing wrong or
for the information of
inadequately?
the committee, nag-submit yung NBI because I asked, remember during the last hearing, hiningan ko yung PNP, hiningan ko yung NBI, hiningan ko yung PIDEA. PIDEA, meron silang 28 KIA, no? Since July 1. NBI, all arrested, 0 KIA. Lahat merong kaso sa korte. PNP, you have not submitted. You were all required to submit, and I'm still awaiting the report from the PNP.
And Mr. Chair,
The report-
given, sorry, last follow-up lang. Given these illuminating data, baka nga yung paghanap ng mas malalim na solusyon ay dun sa pagbago ng polisiya mismo, which creates these kinds of, sabi ni Sir Napolcom, Vice Chair, aberrations. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Senator Bam.
Senator Bam.
Yes, General, baka gusto niyo pong sagutin si Chairman Lacson.
The report, Mr. Chair, is already ready for submission by the DIDM, Mr. Chair. Your Honor.
Alright. General De La Rosa, ito pong kay Kian, isa po yan. Ito pong kay Carl Arnaiz, isa po yan. Si Espinosa, isa po yan. Naalala niyo po, the first time tayo nagkita, merong mga pulis na namaril sa loob ng presinto na kinasuhan po ng murder. So isa pa po yan. Our friends from media have been collating all of these stories already ng mga may handcuff, nakagapos, binabaril, no? Iba pa po kung talagang guilty sila o hindi pagdating po sa drugs. Yung kay Carl, nasabi ho ng spot report, meron siyang altercation with a taxi cab driver. Iba pa po yan. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin, yung mga pinapatay na hindi po nanlalaban, no? Do you think, General, na at this point, meron na pong pattern tayong nakikita? Ito pong dalawang kaso ni Kian tsaka ni Carl, dalawa na ho yan. Nabanggit po ni Chairperson si Espinosa, naalala ko po yung nakwento po nyo, kinasuhan nyo naman po, in fairness, nakasuhan po ng murder yung dalawang pulis na yon. At mukhang marami pa po, no? There are other cases at lumalabas po sila. This committee is becoming a venue para po mapag-usapan yung mga iba't ibang mga napatay na mukhang di naman po talaga ng laban. Is there a pattern here, General De La Rosa? Meron po bang pattern dito?
Your Honor, if you say about pattern, siguro ma-explain your Honor sa intensity ng operations. Ilan lang ba yung NBI, Your Honor? Ilan bang anti-drug operations na kinandak nila? Kumpara sa amin, we are 175,000 strong na lahat nakafocus sa drug operations. Yung PDEA, ilan lang yun, Your Honor? More than 2,000. And yet, meron silang napatay sa kanilang drug operations na sinabi niyo, Your Honor, kaya na?
28.
28, Your Honor. Ang pulis, 175,000 strong, lahat yan dedicated, nakatutok sa drug war, Your Honor. So, what do you expect? Meron talaga mangyari at mamamatay. Your Honor, hindi ninyo hindi ninyo kinoconsider yung aking mga tao na namatay sa operations. I have 75 police personnel namatay sa war on drugs. Siguro yung unfair naman kung sabihin natin na porque maraming napatay sa aming operations, gagawa natin ng pattern na talagang ang intensyon ng police is patayin. Please consider the 120,000 suspects arrested alive. They are not killed, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's unfair kung gawa natin ng pattern na talaga may intensyon ng police na patayin yung
Pero General,
mga
you will
suspect.
admit, may dalawa na ho tayong kaso dito na merong mga pulis na pumapatay na hindi po nang lalaban. Meron ho.
Your Honor, as I have said,
Meron ho. Yes or no?
hindi, meron, Your Honor, pero hindi namin kinukubiran. Kaya andito sila for investigation.
Kaya nga.
Hindi
So,
namin kinukubiran,
General,
Your Honor.
definitely-
Please help us solve the problem.
We are helping you solve the problem. Kasama ho ba sa problema yung mga pinapatay na hindi po nang lalaban? Kasama ho ba yun sa problema?
Kung ma-prove, Your Honor, that's a problem really.
Yes,
Your Honor.
in fact, nung nakita po si President Duterte at yung magulang ho ni Kian, sabi nga niya, kung may summary killing, mali po yun. Siya na ho mismo nagsabi, tama po.
Mali talaga, Your Honor.
Were you there in that meeting, General? Nandun ho ba kayo?
Saan,
Nung
Your
nagkita-kita po sila ni President Duterte at yung magulang po ni Kian?
Wala pa
Wala.
ako, Your
I think si Secretary Aguirre was there. Secretary?
Opo, nandun po ako.
Tama ho, di ba? Sinabi ho ni President Duterte, kapag may summary killing, mali po yun at dapat pong ikulong. That's
Opo.
correct, right?
Ang sabi po ng ating Pangulo na kailanman na hindi niya pinag-uutos ng pumatay ng walang laban.
Okay.
Ang sabi niya, because that is illegal killing.
That's an illegal killing.
Opo.
At kasama po sa illegal killing, yung pwede naman pong arestuhin, pero pinipili pong patayin. That's an illegal killing. Meaning,
Opo, yan, sinabi niya na hindi dapat mangaresto ng mga pulis pag nakaluhod na, walang kalaban-laban, sapagkat yan ay hindi ko pinag-uutos yan.
alright. Thank you very much, Secretary Aguirre. So, General De La Rosa, from the beginning, ang buong Senado po, suportado naman po yung laban sa droga. Ang kini-question po namin is yung ilan pong mga kasama po sa PNP, and we've talked about this many times, na meron ho talaga kayong mga kasama na kung saan pinapatay po yung mga kababayan natin na dapat hindi naman pinapatay. Pwede naman pong hulihin. At yung mga pulis po na nanghuli sa 120,000 na suspect, of course, gusto ho natin yan. Gusto ho nating maaresto yung mga taong dapat maaresto. Pero kung may mga kababayan naman po tayo na dapat hindi ho pinapatay, you will agree with everyone here, including Secretary Aguirre, including the President, na kung meron pong operations na pinapatay yung hindi dapat pinapatay, mali po yun at dapat matigil po yun, General. Totoo naman po.
Totoo, Your Honor. Mali
Alright.
talaga yan.
Alright, thank you very much, General. So, may mga lumalabas po ngayon na cases, no? Ito pong kay Kian, ito pong kay Carl, and the PAW na ho mismo. PAW is under DOJ, Secretary Aguirre. Is that correct?
Actually, ang PAW po is an attached agency to the DOJ, but independent po sila, and naka-attach lamang po sa amin for purposes of budget.
So, you don't have supervision over them?
Wala po.
Alright. But, Chairperson, ano nga ba, hindi Chairperson, Chief Acosta, ito pong mga nai-investigate po ninyo, yung kay Kian, yung kay Carl, nakikita po ninyo that these are cases where nababaril po yung mga suspect na dapat ho, na-aresto na lang. Is that correct?
Opo, kasi yung... Pwede po sagutin ko muna yung kay Senator, kay
Sige,
Chairman.
go ahead.
Para makorelate ko dyan. Kasi yung tanong ng ating mahal na Chairman dito ay ano yung dapat gawin para makaiwas sa ganitong mga sitwasyon. Parang maiwasan yung ganitong napapatay na lilitaw, may mali. Ang akin po dito ay willing po kami sa PAW na mag-retraining o mag-seminar tie-up sa PNP how to investigate a crime, how to arrest, effect the arrest, and follow the operational guidelines of the PNP. Dahil may manual tayo sa PNP. Yan po. Kasi for involved po PO1 dito kay Carl, saka kay...
Actually, on that note, Chief Acosta, at nababahala po ako na PO1 po lahat ng mga karamihan po dito. Pwede kong tanungin yung mga PO1 ho natin dito. Kailan ho kayo nag-graduate sa PNPA? Hindi ba PNPA? Kailan ho kayo naging police? PO1 Jerwin Cruz. Hindi naman yan self-incrimination. Anong taon po kayo naging police?
2014 po.
So, 3 taon kang police. Jerwin?
Opo.
Kayo po, PO1 Pereda.
2014 din, sir.
So 3 taon rin. Kayo po, PO1 Perez.
Your Honor, 2012 po.
2000. So 5 taon ka ng pulis. Kayo po, PO1 Arquilita.
2030 po, Your Honor.
So 4 years, no? Para kay PO1 Cruz at PO1 Pereda, nakakailang operations na kayo na merong mga namatay? I don't think that's in the records already. Pwede ko rin naman ho yan tanungin sa PNP. Hindi naman ho yan sikreto, no? Pero gusto ko lang ho kayong tanungin, nakakailang operations na po kayo na nagresulta sa may namatay na suspect?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Ito yung kauna-unahan?
Opo.
Okay. PO1 Pereda, ito rin ba yung kauna-unahang beses na may namatay sa mga operations mo?
Wala pa po kung naano sa record namin, sir. Pero nung mga nasamahan ko po, wala po talaga.
So this is the first time
Yes,
na
sir.
merong namatay?
Yes, sir.
Anong pakiramdam mo na, so 4 na taon ka ng pulis, wala ka pang na-experience na may namatay, ngayon yung first time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So anong pakiramdam mo na may napatay kayo and 17 years old pa yung napatay ninyo, PO1 Pereda? You can invoke your right, but I don't think this is self-incriminating. Tinatanong ko lang kung ano yung pakiramdam ninyo pagkatapos ng gabing yon.
Sir, yung pong sa tanong na nakapatay, hindi po kami yung nakapatay, sir. Nakabarilan po, hindi rin po kami.
Are you referring kay Kian o sa ibang mga operation?
The same na rin, sir. Kahit kay Kian po, sir.
You're saying right now na hindi kayo nakipagbarilan kay Kian? Yun yung nasa spot report ninyo.
Yes, sir. Hindi po kami.
Hindi kayo.
Yes, sir.
Meaning hindi kayong tatlo? O hindi kayong dalawa ni
Hindi
Jerwin?
kami dalawa ni Jerwin, sir, na naipagbarilan kay Kian.
So, ang sinasabi nyo, pero na doon kayo nung nabaril si Kian? You may invoke your
Please
right.
ask your last question, Senator Bram.
Yes,
Your time is up.
Chairman, I'm just driving
Just
home.
invoke our right, sir, to self-incrimination.
Alright, pero nasabi mo na rin na hindi kayo ni Jerwin ang nakipagbarilan o nambaril kay Kian. Yan yung nasabi mo. Alright. So, General, maybe just as a final question, puro PO1 po, no? Ito pong dalawa, si PO1 Cruz at si PO1 Pereda, 3 taon, 4 na taon na po silang pulis. Never ho silang nakipagbarilan, may napatay. First time po itong kay Kian. At ngayon, no, kitang-kita naman ho natin, from all of the evidence, forensic, testimony ho ni MC, at visual evidence nakita ho natin, na isa itong operation na dapat hindi namatay yung bata. And here we have mga batang-bata rin po ng mga pulis na involved po dito. Most likely, madadamay ho sila sa kaso. How old are you, Jerwin and Jeremias? May 30 na ba kayo?
27 na, sir.
Ikaw, Jerwin?
Yes, sir, meron na po.
30 years old ka na. Gano'n ka nakatanda?
36 po.
36. Okay, mga bata pa rin, no? Ano pong masasabi nyo, General, na yung mga PO1 ho natin yung nasasangkot sa mga gantong klaseng operasyon?
Kindly wind up, Senator Bram.
Do you agree with
Waiting in the wings.
yes, do you agree with Chief Acosta na kailangan ho ng massive retraining yung ating mga batang pulis? Sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Your Honor, in relation to your question, may I go back to the question of Mr. Chair, Senator Lacson, kung ano yung long-term na hinihingi niya na solusyon. Sa akin, Mr. Chair, being the Chief PNP, Mr. Chair, can I request the two gentlemen to stand up, Mr. Chair? Itong dalawang...
And Perez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Itong dalawa.
Perez, Arquilita. Kindly stand up.
Ito, I would like to manifest, Your Honor, na hindi ko po sila pinapahiya dahil mahal ko sila, mga tauhan ko yan sila. But gusto ko lang i-express yung aking frustration sa sistema namin, Your Honor. You're looking for a long-term solution. Gusto ko, matagal na namin ito nilalabi sa Congress, Your Honor, na sana yung training ng PNP maibalik sa amin. Dahil sa buong mundo, kami lang ang police agency na hindi nagtitrain sa aming tao. And Your Honor, hindi ko sila ininsulto, Your Honor. Mahal ko yan. Mga tao ko yan. Pero they are victim of a system wherein yung training talaga, Your Honor, may pagkukulang. Just look at them, Your Honor. They are PO1s. I'm not insulting you. Produkto lang kayo ng training. Then look at their stomach, Your Honor. PO1 sila kag-graduate pa lang from the training, pero ang lalaki nila, Your Honor. So, ang discipline talaga, hindi mo ma-impose yung standard ng discipline na gusto ng PNP sa training dahil hindi namin hawak yung training, Your Honor. So, when it comes pagdating sa operation...
May I just interject, ano? Kailan lumaki yung tiyan nyo? During the training or during your incumbency as PNP PO1s? Kailan lumaki yung tiyan nyo? Nung nasa serbisyo na kayo o nung nagte-train kayo? Sagot. Kailan lumaki yung mga tiyan nyo? After the training, di ba? So, anyway, we did have at least 2 hearings, di ba? Do sa bill that will return the training or the training of the PNP personnel back to the PNP. So, and in due time, we will prepare a committee report. So, yun, that answers your question. Hindi naman lang kayo tiyan nila during the training eh.
But, Your Honor, yung disiplina ng tao na didevelop yan sa training, Your Honor. Kung maganda yung training dinanan nila, pag-graduate nila, madadala nila yung paano sa
You're referring to
mag-maintain.
the foundation.
Yung foundation, Your Honor.
Anyway,
Madadala nila. Hindi yung pabaya na lang na PO1 ka pa, ang pangit yan, parang SPO4 na yung tiyan mo. Hindi po maganda din, Your Honor. So, gusto ko talaga may balik, Your Honor. Again, I would like to manifest, hindi ko sila ininsulto, Your Honor. They're just biktima sa sistema namin ngayon.
before I
Okay, thank you.
recognize Senator Drilon, gusto ko lang makuha yung psyche ng police. Is this over-eagerness? Is this motivation? Is this for career advancement? Kaya masyadong over-eager na maka-score? Ano ba? Ano ba talaga? Na maski medyo borderline, sige na, baka sakali makamedalya, baka sakali maka-spot promotion. Is that it? Yes, Vice Chair.
In addition to what the Chief PNP said about getting hold of the training themselves, mapapansin nyo po, sa entrance examination pa lang ng PNP, para maging PO1 ka, just like April of this year, we conducted an examination. Unang-una, you cannot enter the police service unless you are a bachelor's degree holder. That's a must. Second is, aside from being a degree holder, you must pass the examination conducted by the PNP. Last April, 26,000 took the examination. Only 2,000 passed, which means that roughly that's 7%. So 2 things will come to your mind. It's either mahirap ang examination o talagang there is something wrong with our educational system. Kasi we must admit maraming eskwelahan ng diploma mill. Kaya, pag may passes ka, you have a diploma, pero nag-school bukol ka lang naman, mahirapan ka talaga sa exam.
Vice Chair, yung entrance examination, you're referring to the recruitment, di ba?
Yes, yes, sir.
Prior to the training.
Yes, sir.
Before they're turned over to the PPSC.
Yes, sir.
ba yan?
Yes, sir.
May entrance examination.
May
Ito
entrance
yun, out of
examination.
26,000, 2,000.
2,000 lang
And then, after the PPSC or PNTI, hindi ba?
Opo.
Dahil sa non-commissioned officers. Ilan yung out of the 2,000, ilan yung pumapasa na mapapasok na, ma-enlist na sa PNP service?
Marami pa pong malalagas dyan kasi may dadaanan pang agility.
Dapat creme a la creme, di ba?
Yes, supposed to be. Ang nangyayari po because of
Creme of
the...
the crop, creme de la creme.
Opo.
Bakit merong ganito? Without prejudging, of course, the case, as I said earlier, they will have to go through PI and court trial, eventually, kung magkakaroon ng probable cause.
Yes.
But ang sinasabi natin is parang nagiging, well, pardon the word, for lack of a better word, pattern. Kasi kung walang pattern, hindi tayo babalik dito sa hearing room Sa
Yes.
session hall, dapat wala na tayo rito. But because things, happen every now and then, pabalik-balik tayo rito and we ask the same questions. Anyway, with that, I'd like to recognize Senator
Thank
Drilon.
you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'll follow from where you left. Isang tanong lang po, mayroon ba tayong command plan to stop extrajudicial killings? And I address this to Police Director General De La Rosa. I will repeat, do we have a command plan to stop the extrajudicial killings?
Your Honor,
No, yes or no? Command plan.
no, Your Honor, because
We have none.
everything is in the police operational procedure, Your Honor. We just have to follow police operational procedure, Your Honor.
So we have no command plan specifically addressed to stop extrajudicial killings other than the General Police Manual. Yan lang po. Is that correct?
When
Yes,
you
Your
talk about plan, Your Honor, there's none.
All right.
We rely on the police
Now,
operational
all
procedure.
right, Mr. General, in the several months ago, when we were investigating the case of Espinosa, we asked for a spot report of all the deaths arising from police operations. We never received those spot reports. Can we reiterate that request that all the spot reports for all these killings should be submitted as part of the records of these proceedings? I remember that, but you were about to bring it here, or you brought it here, and then you recovered it. I mean, when the PNP.
Yes, Your Honor, because there was instruction from the President that we have to ask clearance from him before we give those papers to you, Your Honor.
But now you just submitted a spot report for this particular issue that we're examining.
We are ready, Your Honor, right now.
So
We
can you
give
now
it.
provide us with the spot reports of all these thousands of killings?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, when can we have it?
Alam mo, Ronald,
Yes,
you keep on kayahizing me, ah. We've been asking all these reports from you, and yet you have not been submitting.
Your Honor, it's with the DEDIM right now, Your Honor. They are ready to submit
Okay,
today, Your
isubmit.
Honor.
So,
If you think I'm very kind,
No, Your Honor.
I'm not, ah.
No, it's already here, Your Honor.
all right.
Ready for submission.
So that's those spot reports for how many thousand killings?
Lahat ng nakukuha namin, Your Honor, ibibigay namin sa inyo, Your Honor.
Ilan yan, sir? Ilang patayan? Kasi nung ibang mga figures na nakukuha namin, 7,000, 3,000, 2,000, for how many killings were there, this spot report, just for the record, how many spot reports,
Your Honor, right now we have a total of 146 cases that we are ready to submit, Your Honor.
Only 146 cases. How many thousands were killed in police operations since July 1 of 2016? Don't tell me only 140. We are asking for the spot reports.
Yes, Your Honor. We will collect everything, Your Honor.
You will so kailan po natin pwedeng isubmit ito? Ilang buwan na po namin hinihingi ito. As our chairman said, you keep on promising reports. You never submit it. Ilan ba ang namatay under police operations?
legitimate, quote-unquote, legitimate police, yung official na
official.
operation.
2216, Your Honor. 2216.
O sige. Let's accept that figure in the meantime as the correct figure. 2,216 died from police operations. I assume there are spot reports for 2,216.
Your Honor, can we be given time to
Sure,
discuss with
sure.
my people?
But just
Your Honor?
we're not asking that it be submitted today. What we're just saying is that we requested for this months back. It has not been submitted. Now, at least you are committing to submit this. The last time you submitted, you retrieved it because you said the President ordered you to retrieve it. Now you're saying, yes, we are willing to submit it. We just want to know when you can submit the spot reports for this 2,216 deaths from police operations.
Pwede, Your Honor, mag-usap muna kami, then I will answer you later.
Before
Sige.
you answer, what could be the explanation for the President to, to stop the submission of the police reports? These are official records. Make a guess.
He just told me, Your Honor, that you may submit that if you have a clearance from me. That is his word, Your Honor.
But why?
I will ask him again, Your Honor.
Please ask.
Yes, sir.
I go to some other question while the Chief De La Rosa. Gusto ko lang po magtanong dito sa ating mga pulis na nandito ngayon. Unang-una po dito kay Juarez, kay Pereda at saka kay Cruz. Kayong tatlo po, noong kayo po ba yung na-assign sa Caloocan, ano tawag doon? Caloocan Police Station? Pakisagot lang po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kayo po, Mr. Crupi Owan Cruz? Kayo po?
Opo.
Kayo si Orseo, or whatever, Juarez? Kayo po ba na-assign sa Caloocan Police Station?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, kailan kayo na-assign doon? Isa-isa lang. When were you assigned? Kailan pa ang first assignment niyo ron?
Sir, Your Honor, since 2004, I was assigned at Caloocan City Police Station.
2004. Kayo, Mr. Cruz? Kailan? Ano pangalan niyo? Cruz. P1 Cruz.
Your Honor, 2014 po.
2014. Kayo po, Mr. Pereda? Kailan kayo?
Sorry po, Your Honor, 2015 po.
2015. Kayo po.
2015 din po, Your Honor.
Now, noong Agosto 16, kayo po ba ay nasa Caloocan Police Station assigned?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kayo po, P1 Cruz?
Opo.
Kayo, Miss P01 Orseo? O Juarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Noong August 16, nandun naka-assign kayo doon sa Caloocan, nasaan kayo noong August 16? Lagay mo nga sa record kung nasaan kayo nung buong araw na yon. Unahin natin si Juarez. Kailan ho kayo? Saan po kayo noong August 16? Sabi nyo, naka-assign kayo sa Caloocan Police Station. Nasaan kayo nung araw na yon?
Your Honor, sa PCP-7 po, Santa Quiteria.
Saan?
PCP-7, Your Honor, Santa Quiteria.
PCP-7.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Kayo, P1 Cruz, saan kayo noon? August 16, ha?
Ganon din po, Your Honor, nasa PCP-7 Santa Quiteria.
And kayo?
Parehas lang, sir, doon din po.
Alright. Noong alas 8:45 ng gabi, nasaan kayo?
Your Honor, again, I invoke my rights against self-incrimination, Your Honor.
P01 Cruz, saan kayo? Noong alas 8:45 ng gabi ng Agosto 16, nasaan kayo?
Your Honor, I invoke my rights against self-incrimination.
Kayo rin, Pereda, nasaan kayo?
Invoke my right, sir.
Alright. Bakit nyo po ini-invoke ang right against self-incrimination? Kung tanungin namin kayo, nasaan kayo noong alas 8:45 nung gabing yun?
Your Honors, sa ngayon po, may nakasampa na pong kaso laban sa amin. So, doon na lang po kami sasagot, Your Honor.
Sige, alright. Mga bandang alas 9, nasaan kayo noong Agosto 16, 2017?
Your Honor, same, I invoke my rights against self-incrimination.
Okay. Umuwi ba, nandun ba kayo sa bahay nyo after midnight of August 16, 2017? Nasa bahay nyo kayo? Nung gabing yon?
Same answer, Your Honor.
Ayaw nyo kaming sabihin kung nasaan kayo nung gabing yon. Okay. Kayo ba'y nasa operations noong gabing yon? May logbook ba ang Caloocan Police Station na kung may operations noong araw na yon?
Your Honor, I invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Police Director Albayalde, is there a logbook in the Caloocan Police Station where these gentlemen were assigned for August 16, 2017?
Your Honor, it's on the blatter dated 17 August 2017 with blatter number 2628 regarding shooting encounter involving PNP personnel against Kian Loyd Delos Santos. It's here, Your Honor. I have a
What does
copy
the
of it,
blatter
Your Honor.
say? And can you submit that blatter, a
Yes,
copy
I
of that
can
blatter?
just give you a copy, Your Honor.
Yes,
if you want.
please, but
Yes.
can you read
Yes,
it?
it's a shooting, the title of it is shooting encounter involving PNP personnel against Kian Loyd Delos Santos. Time and date of operation is, of occurrence is on or about 8:45 p.m. of August 16, 2017 along Block 7, Riverside, Libis, Baisa, Barangay 160, Caloocan City. Suspect, Kian Loyd Delos Santos, student with last known address at Block 8, Lot 28, Libis, Baisa, Barangay 160, Caloocan City. Facts of the case, initial investigation conducted disclosed that on cited time, date, and place of occurrence, personnel of PCP-7 Drug Enforcement Unit led by PO3 Arnel Juarez and 10 others were
Okay, 10 others. Huh? 10 sila ang nandun sa operations.
It's in the blatter, Your Honor.
Yes. Who did the blatter say who are the 10?
No, Your Honor.
Is there any record that will tell us who are the 10?
I'm sure the PCP commander will probably know that, Your Honor.
The who? The who?
The PCP commander.
The PCP commander. Who is the
Yes.
PCP commander?
It's Major Civilio, Your Honor.
Okay. Who are the 10 involved? As list appearing in your records.
Sir, based on the team composition of the PCP, it was already submitted on the Internal Affairs Service.
Yeah.
So,
Can you repeat what you submitted to the Internal Affairs Service insofar as the 10 who were in the operations?
Sir,
Other than the 3 mentioned already?
Sir, as of now, I invoke my right against self-incrimination.
I am asking for the record that your General Abayal,
Hold on. Your time is up, but you can pursue your point. You're given
just
more time.
just on that point, all that we're asking for is the report you submitted to the Internal Affairs Service, naming the 10 who were in the incident. Are you saying that you cannot reveal that? Because we can subpoena the records. But instead of going through that, just tell us now. There
Hanapin
is
ko lang
no self-incrimination there involved. We're asking for the records. We're not asking for anyone to admit anything. You submitted a report to the IAS naming 10 individuals involved in the operation.
Sir, for the record of the Police Community Precinct 7, it was PO3 Arnel Oares,
Arnel Oares. Who else?
PO2 Reynaldo Dan Blanco,
PO2, Reynaldo
Dan Blanco, sir.
Capcanco, all right. Who else?
PO1 Jerwin Cruz,
Okay, P1 Erwin Cruz, the one here today. Okay, who else?
PO1 Jeremiah Pereda,
Pereda, fourth.
PO1 Seferino Paculan,
Seferino Paculan. All right.
PO1 Erwin Romeroso,
P1 Ermin
Romeroso,
Romeroso.
and PO1 Ferdinand Claro.
That's only 7.
Yes, sir. Also included in the list but not present during the conduct of operation was PO2 Arnel Cañizares, and then PO2 Johnny Corpus, PO2 Pernan Cano, PO1 Silverio Garcia, PO1 Ronald Herrera, and PO1 Mirdon Yagi. That's all, sir.
Okay, so I counted about 13. If my counting is correct, 13. Although you're saying that only 7 were actually joined the operations.
In the team composition, sir, based on our records, it was 15.
15.
Yes, sir.
But how many joined actually the operations?
Seven, sir.
7. And just to repeat, who are the 7?
PO3 Arnel Oares, PO2 Reynaldo Dan Blanco, PO1 Jerwin Cruz, PO1 Jeremiah Pereda, PO1 Seferino Paculan, PO1 Erwin Romeroso, and PO1 Ferdinand Claro, sir.
All right.
That's all, sir.
I have more questions, but maybe for the next hearing, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator Drilon. Before I recognize Senator Po, balikan ko lang yung pag-uusapan natin ng long term. Ano? Di ba yung mga PCOs, at least yung provincial directors, they're being rotated, di ba? After 2 years, yun na yung parang term of office nila. Yung
Yes,
stay
sir.
nila in a particular geographical location. Lahat ba ng PCOs merong ganon?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Lahat niro-rotate. How about PNCOs? I
Wala
think you
tayong-
should consider also including PNCOs in your rotation program. Look, si PO3 Oares, he was asked by Senator Drilon kung gano'n na siya katagal sa Caloocan, 2004. Maybe you should consider rotating PNCOs sa iba't ibang assignments para hindi masyadong familiar sa lugar or familiar sa mga, pardon the word again, kalokohan doon sa lugar, kundi para maging well-rounded din. Matikman nila ma-assign sa Cebu, matikman ma-assign naman sa Bacolod, o kung saan man. Di ba mas maganda siguro? Well, we're talking here of 100, ilan? 20 na. Ano ba strength nyo ngayon?
175, Your Honor.
175,000, no? PCOs and PNCOs. And maybe if you consider rotating also PNCOs, baka mabawasan itong ganito, hindi ba? Dahil familiar na sila doon, sinasabi nga ni MC kanina, no? Hindi na lang, wala na lang nag-follow through. Pero sabi niya, isa lang yung insidente na may hinabol, binarel. Wala raw laban. Sabi niya, hindi na nga batas, kundi dahas. Mabuti, wala na nagpursu. Sino pa ba yung alam niyang pinatay ng mga pulis doon? At sino pa ba yung mga pulis? Hahaba pa yung usapan natin dito. So, siguro to avoid familiarity. Kasi di ba may kasabihan, familiarity breeds contempt. Di ba? Na pagka sobrang familiar ka na sa lugar, I was surprised because Oares has been with Caloocan Police Station for what? 13 years. Doon na siya nag-PO3. Di ba 2004 sabi mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. 13 years in Caloocan City. Alam niya na every nook, every corner. Siguro lahat ng mga salbahe, lahat din ng mga, hindi ako nagbibintang lahat din ng pwedeng pagkadilensyan doon, alam niya na rin lahat eh. But if you uproot him from that assignment and you assign him to another place, then well-rounded pa siya. Matuto pa siya magbisaya. Comment, yeah.
Mr. Chair, ang problema lang dyan is yung adverse reaction naman nung mapupuntahan nila dahil sinimulan ko na nga yan, ito lang, example lang, Mr. Chair.
Bakit adverse? Wala pa naman sila nakocommit na after 2 years, for example, inilipat mo sila sa ibang assignment, not necessarily outside Metro Manila area, pero matikman naman nila yung ibang PCP commander.
Yes,
matikman nila yung ibang district director o ibang chief of police o ibang regional director para makapag-adjust sila sa different types of leadership, di ba? I hope you consider that suggestion, di ba?
I am seriously considering it,
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Kasi wala pa namang anong adverse reaction eh, wala pa naman silang, kung ngayon mo sila itatapon na may kaso, sasabihin, tinapon mo sa amin, may kaso, pero wala pa naman sila nakocommit. No? Before that familiarity na naging adverse na nga doon sa environment dahil sobrang pamilya na, inaprot mo sila, baka walang namatay na Kian, baka walang namatay na Carl. Kasi iba naman yung nandoon, iba naman yung punteriya nila, hindi ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I am seriously considering your advice, Mr. Chair.
Garalan niyo, Senator Po is recognized for the second round.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Habang binabanggit ninyo yung mga pwedeng reforma sa PNP, naalala ko po kayo dati ay PNP chief. At General De La Rosa, di ba yung ating chairman ngayon, dati nasa pwesto po ninyo dati sa PNP. Nung panahon niya, naalala ko, binibigyan ng programa ang mga pulis na mag-exercise. At kung hindi sila
We call it physical fitness test.
Oo.
And they can be discharged from the service pag hindi nila pinasa yung physical fitness.
Opo,
You know, I would just like to share this with you, Senator Po, and our colleagues. Nung sinumulan ko yung 36-inch waistline, or 34-inch waistline, ang daming umalma, especially Manila. Alam mo, andyan yung matitigas ang ulo. Sabi niya, tingnan namin kung ma-dismiss mo kami, wala sa regulasyon yan. Na pagka more than 34 inches, i-dismiss mo kami. Sabi ko, right, wala talaga sa regulasyon. Pero hindi kayo papasa sigurado sa push-ups saka sa pull-ups. Pag malaki ang tiyan nyo, doon ko kayo i-dismiss. And everybody followed. No? It's just symbolic na hanggang 34 inches lang. Ito mga PO1, sabi nga ni Chief De La Rosa, parang SPO4 na yung mga tiyan eh. So, bakit? Dahil masarap sa Caloocan. Kesa siguro sa Tawi-Tawi. Anyway, please proceed.
So General, kasama po siguro sa reforma, hindi naman sa mababaw itong topic na ito sapagkat kalusugan, disiplina, kasama din dito, at saka pagsunod sa superior. Siguro pwede po ninyong ibalik yon na medyo sukatin para meron din paggalang sa kanila yung ating mga kababayan. At saka siguro, hindi nila iisiping gamitin ang baril nila kagad at hahabulin muna nila yung kung meron mang nagkakasala. Mabalik po tayo dito sa kaso ni Carl. Nais ko po, Mr. Chair, na matanong yung ating SOCO dito, na ilahad sa atin ang kanilang pagkaka-imbestiga kung ano ba talaga ang nakita nila dito sa batang ito, kung ito po'y pareho nung nakita ng PAW.
Before you respond, the Chair recognizes the presence of Senator Joel Villanueva.
Your Honor, ma'am, may I request the District Chief, Northern Police District Crime Laboratory Office to answer the questions. Dr. Marquez.
Dr. Marquez, have you been administered your oath?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Please go ahead and narrate to us your findings on the examination of the body on Carl Arnaiz.
Your Honor, Dr. Cruz was the one who autopsied the body of Carl Arnaiz, and she will be the one to discuss her results, sir.
Ay, ba't papalit-palit pa kayo ng sila? Yun ang nga hinihingi ko kanina pa eh. Dr. Cruz, hindi ba kayo din yung kay Kian? Okay, ma'am, please go ahead. I'm sure you know the procedure here already.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, sir, ma'am. I'm Police Chief Inspector Jocelyn Cruz. I conducted an autopsy on Carl Angelo Arnaiz, August 28, 2017 at 10:30 p.m. The injury sustained by the victim from head, there was an hematoma noted on the right eye, an abrasion noted on the supraorbital region of the right eye. There's a
Ma'am,
gunshot-
August 17, again, what date?
Your Honor, I examined the victim August 28, 2017.
August 28.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, August 18, ang batang ito hindi na-examine from that time. Ito bang procedure, pag may nakikita kayong katawan, matatagalan bago ninyo gawin yung autopsy report?
No, Your Honor, there was no request from the family. The funeral homes, the accredited funeral homes is waiting for the family to give a consent prior to autopsy.
So, inintay muna ninyo yung sa pamilya.
Yes, Your
Pao,
Honor.
please take note of the findings of SOCO so to see where the discrepancies might be between both of you. Okay, Dr. Cruz, please go ahead.
Your Honor, to continue, Your Honor, there...
Pwede bang paki-plain, gawin mong plain yung language kasi masyadong technical?
I-
Para lang maunawaan din namin kung ano talaga yung ibig sabihin ng sinasabi ninyo.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, there was a hematoma. In layman's term, it's bukol. Pasa is, bukol is, there's a swelling. Contusion is pasa. There's an abrasion noted also on the upper eyelid. There was 5 gunshot wounds noted on the anterior portion of the body. The first gunshot, not in order, Your Honor. I will just mention it. There was a gunshot wound on the right part of the chest. There was also a gunshot wound at the lower part of the chest. There was a gunshot wound noted, that's all point of entry, Your Honor. There was a gunshot wound noted on the middle of the chest, specifically the sternal region. There was a gunshot wound noted on the left part of the chest, and there was a last gunshot wound noted on the part of the abdominal region, Your Honor. The point of exit were all noted at the back portion of the body, at the back of the trunk, and the other one is at the back of the arm.
So, ilan po yung gunshot wounds ng bata?
Your Honor, there were 5 gunshot wounds with the point of entry and the point of exit, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, please.
To continue the examination.
Mr. Chair.
Yung trajectory, paki-explain mo, paakyat, pantay, pababa?
Your Honor,
Entry versus exit?
yes, Your Honor. Almost all of the gunshot wound were going upwards.
Which would indicate what?
Which would indicate, Your Honor, that possibly the assailant could be in standing position, and the victim or Carl is in a lower position as compared to the assailant.
So, hindi nyo masabi kung nakaluhod o basta mas mababa.
Your Honor, the position of the victim could be in standing position. However, I can also consider that the position of victim is in a supine or lying position in which the back is on the ground and the face upwards.
Nakahiga?
Yes, Your Honor. Possible po.
Possible. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
To continue, Your Honor, there were area of multiple abrasions noted on the right side of the chest, And there were also multiple abrasions, multiple abrasion noted on the back, specifically lower back or lumbar region.
So, itong abrasion, gasgas ang ibig sabihin nito?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, maaaring ito'y natamo dahil kinaladkad ang
The
biktima?
Sorry po. The abrasion could have been caused by friction to a rough surface, Your Honor. It's possible, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
There were
I, please clarify also the direction of the abrasion. Paano ba yung...
Usually, Your Honor, the abrasion could be, it's irregular in shape. We cannot determine whether usually it's continuous linear, pagguhit-guhit po.
So consistent for possibly being dragged because of the consistency of the abrasion.
Possible also, Your Honor.
Kasi iba naman din yung abrasion na lapag ka lang sa isang lugar. Pero iba rin yung pag merong mga linear, di ba? Sabi mo?
Yes, Your Honor, it's
Okay.
also possible that it's...
Isa lang ang direksyon na abrasion, hindi yung merong paganito, may paganon.
One direction.
One direction.
If I remember, Your Honor, it's...
So, from, assuming lang na kinaladkad sa paa o sa ulo ang direksyon na abrasion. May establish ba yun?
I know, Your Honor,
Basta
because
isa lang yung pattern ng
Yes, Your Honor.
yung linear.
Opo, Your Honor.
Pero hindi mo
Kung-
ma-establish kung paano hinila.
Yes, Your Honor. So difficult to determine that, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
There were two slight contusions noted on the distal third or the wrist of the victim, Your Honor.
Contusions sa Tagalog, ibig
It's
sabihin,
bruise po, pasa po.
pasa, na pwedeng nalagyan ng handcuffs?
Possible that it could be caused by a force on that area. Possible
So, ma'am, is it consistent with the POW findings that the child was actually handcuffed?
Your Honor, it could be forced by a hand or possibly also could be a handcuff. But it could not be that definite because the contusion noted were not, I noted it without a dent or a mark. It's a contusion, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. Now, ma'am, I'm sure you've already performed a lot of autopsy examinations and you've submitted a lot of reports. Based on your experience, this particular body, ito bang katawan na ito, mukhang kasama yan pag nagkakaroon ng shootout? Ganyan ba ang natatamong sugat at fatal wounds ng isang nanlaban o isang hindi masyadong may laban?
Your Honor, based on the body of the victim, as what I've mentioned a while ago, there were multiple gunshot wounds and there were other injuries noted. So it means that the victim wasn't able to fight back that easily.
So yun yung iyong
That's my
personal
personal,
analysis
yes.
of the
Yes,
situation.
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ilang taon ka na sa service?
Going 9 years, Your Honor.
9 years. So, pag nung na commission, diretso ka sa crime lab?
Lateral entry
Lateral
po
entry.
of
So,
crime lab.
Senior inspector ka na kagad?
Yes, Your Honor.
And 9 years ka na serbisyo. So,
Going 9 years on December 2017,
you
Your
must have
Honor.
a vast experience, considering na ang daming killings,
Yes,
araw-araw
Your
meron kayong pinupuntahan.
Yes, Your Honor. And I was assigned first at Region 8 Samar and
Okay.
Leyte before Caloocan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just one point, Chairman. Dr. Cruz, nasabi niyo personal opinion. Is that your personal opinion or professional opinion?
Professional opinion,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Thank you for the clarification. So ma'am, sa tingin nyo, ulitin ko, in your professional opinion, mukhang walang kapabilidad yung bata na manlaban considering yung mga natamo niyang sugat.
Based on my professional opinion, Your Honor, the injuries sustained by the victim is multiple. Based on the physique and the height of the victim is quite tall. there is a possibility also to fight back. But however, there were multiple injuries sustained by the victim, so maybe he had a difficulty in fighting back, Your Honor.
So malinaw naman po, Mr. Chair, no? Kaya yung nakita ninyong gun residue dun sa bata,
Sorry.
sa right or sa left hand or both?
Your Honor, I wasn't the one who did the paraffin, but it was done by our team, SOCO team, after the conduction of SOCO.
Okay, we will go back to that later, but perhaps you can...
Before we leave that point, nadidetermine ba kung nauna yung injuries kesa sa gunshot wounds sa examination ninyo?
Based on my examination on Carl Arnaiz, no sir, because I examined
Matagal na
the
kasi.
victim on, he was embalmed already, Your Honor, and it's quite a long time, 10 days, Your Honor.
But
As compared
the point
to,
is, imposible namang patay na sa gunshot wounds, binubugbog pa, hindi ba? That's common sense.
yes, sir.
Thank you.
So, yun. Ngayon, dahil nga ito na nakikita natin may mga overkill dito, no? General De La Rosa, pasensya na maabala kong iyong pananghalian ng konti. Call of Duty. Sir, kasi po, wala ba kayong procedure? Pakilahad nga dito, anong procedure ninyo pag meron kayong ganyan? Hindi ba dapat restrain muna as much as possible? Sabi nga ni former President FVR, part of your training, and I know that you were complaining about the training being received. Gusto na sana ninyo yung PNP na lang, ano? Wala ba kayong procedure na, ano muna ninyo, ewan ko, barilin nyo sa paa, bago ninyo siguro barilin yung fatal shot para dun sa tao, hindi pa dapat kasama yon restraining?
That's part of the training, Your Honor, the use of graduated use of force, calibrated use of force, Your Honor. Hindi mo pwedeng barilin yung tao kung hindi natitreat yung buhay mo. Kung dala-dala niya ay wala siyang dalang armas, yung pang-subdue mo sa kanya is sobra-sobra, Your Honor, that's already unjustified. So, meron po kaming training na ganyan, Your Honor.
Okay, so siguro dapat palalaanan sila kasi makikita na natin, pag hindi nila ginamit yung training na yan, talagang overkill at may pagkakasala sila. Doon pa lamang may violation na sila ng proper way of conducting an arrest, perhaps. General, nakita ba ninyo yung baril na ginamit ng bata? Or ano bang baril ang ginamit?
Hindi ko po
Anong
nakita,
kalibre?
Your Honor.
Ano po yung report na, anong sinasaad sa spot report? Ito ba'y kalibre 45? 357, 44?
It was a Beretta 9mm pistol, Your Honor.
Okay, yun bang 9mm na yan ay nakarehistro kanino?
Yun yung sinubmit issue ni Juarez.
Ay, hindi kay Kian ito. Yung baril ng suspect? Oo. Yung kay Carl ba?
Yung baril ni Carla?
This is a Carl, Your Honor. Hindi, yung kay Kian. Yung kay Carl ba?
Yung baril ng suspect, sir.
Oh,
Yung baril ng suspect.
Your Honor, ma'am. Yung na-recover po kay Carl, 138 revolver without serial number recovered at the crime scene yielded positive result to the test for gunpowder nitrates.
Do you know how many times it was fired?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
Ano uli yung kalibre, ma'am?
38, ma'am.
38. Okay. Nasa na yung baril na yun?
Revolver. That is in our
Is it
office.
without serial number or defaced serial number?
Sir, without serial number.
Wala talaga, so paltik.
Yes, probably, sir.
Okay.
Siyempre paltik, wala nga serial number.
Meron ba kayong affidavit nung taxi driver?
Investigador? Sino yung investigador ng case ni Carl? Yung affidavit ng
Bakit?
taxi driver.
Meron Pero sigurado meron kayong affidavit dyan, no? Kasi ang dinig ko, dalawa yung nasubmit niya eh.
May affidavit ito, Your Honor. Affidavit executed by the taxi driver. The
So,
victim, taxi driver, victim of robbery.
So sinabi ng taxi driver na lumaban itong batang ito, meron bang nakalagay po doon?
Yes, Your Honor. He has an affidavit by the name of Thomas Marleo Bagcal, who is the taxi driver, identified taxi driver.
Ano pong
the
petsa
victim.
ng affidavit niya?
It's dated 29 August 2017, Your Honor.
So, again, more than 10 days after, hindi pa dapat pag may shootout na ganyan,
I don't have the his statement dated 18 August, Your Honor. I only have this supplemental affidavit
Okay, so-
dated August 29.
so that's what I was referring to. I think that we need to have his original statement at the time of the shootout or right after that.
Unsigned lang, pero ito na mismo, sir.
Unsigned siya.
Oh, pero ito na mismo.
Kasi minsan nagpapalit, naiibang pagkakatanda natin ng sitwasyon pag ilang araw na ang nakalipas. Para lamang, meron po kayo.
Yes, we can provide you, Your Honor, his affidavit
so-
dated 18 August 27. We
Oh,
have
sige.
also here a copy of his affidavit dated 18 August, Your Honor.
Okay, perhaps Pao has had more time to study both the affidavit and the initial statement of the cab driver. Ma'am, meron bang pagkakaiba or could you give us the highlights of the initial interview that was given him on the night that it happened?
With the permission of the Honorable Chairman, ito po ay dated August 18, 2017. Kopya po ito na binigay sa mga magulang ni Carl. At ito rin yung kopya na sa puninarya. Kasi pinuntahan po namin yung puninarya Ezekiel. Dito po ay nakikita natin na wala pong pangalan ng taxi. At wala din pong plate number, yung sinasabi niyang taxi. At ito po ay hindi nasumpaan nung nagsasabing siya ay si Tomas Marleo Bagcal. At pina-verify po natin yung address dito, kung dito nakatira to, ay ang sabi ng mga taga roon ay hindi siya taga roon. So, wala po kaming kopya nung sinasabi nilang supplemental. So, ito lang po yung na-analyze namin na medyo hindi rin tumutugma dun sa memo dated August 18, sapagkat may sinabi rin siya dito na tinanong siya, nakikilala mo ba kung sino nang hold up sa'yo? Ang sagot niya, hindi. Eh kung in-hold up ka, siyempre makikilala mo. Eh ba't hindi mo nakikilala kung sino? So ang punto doon...
Hindi, marahil hindi po niya alam yung pagkatao o yung pangalan, pero hindi din niya matunton yung itsura. Yun ba yung ibig sabihin ng pagkakilala?
Ang tanong ko, nakikilala mo ba kung sino nang hold up sa'yo? Sagot po, hindi. So,
subject to interpretation.
Opo,
Anong
subject to
ibig sabihin ng
interpretation. Medyo
pagkakilala?
vague talaga tong affidavit
Sino
na
pong
to.
kumuha ng statements niya? Sino pong kumuha? Pulis po ba?
Alam ko lang ng...
Nasa presinto ba niya ibinigay itong lahat na ito? Ma'am.
Ma'am, nasusulat po rito, kinuha po sa tanggapan ng Station Investigation and Detective Management Branch ng Caloocan City Police Station.
So sino po yan? Sino kayang kumuha niyan? May pangalan po ba ng pulis? Kasi unang-una, ba't papayag na hindi kunin ang plate number, ma'am?
Ma'am, nandito PO2 Rodolfo King A. Bautista.
Nandito po ba si PO2 Bautista?
Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, perhaps he'll be part of the ones that we will invite. Nandito?
Your time is up, but you can still pursue your point, Senator po. Andiyan ba si Bautista? Ayan pala.
Sir, hindi pa payata kayo nanunumpa? Should we administer?
Hindi ka pa daw nanunumpa.
Taas niyo muna ang inyong kanang kamay.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the Senate inquiry?
Opo.
Thank you.
Kay PO2 Bautista, maupo po kayo. Salamat po sa inyong pagdalo. Papaalalahanan ko lang po kayo, no? Ang una po ninyong tungkulin ay para sa taong bayan, hindi po para pagtakpan at pwede namang aminin kung may pagkakamali kayo mismo. Gusto lang namin ang katotohanan dito. Kayo ang kumuha ng salaysay ng taxi driver. Tama? Kayo po. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anong nangyari? Kwento ninyo sa amin. So, nagpunta sa inyong tanggapan, sino nagdala sa kanya doon? Kayo po ay desk job.
Ma'am, I'm one of the night chief investigator of the Caloocan City Police Station. During that time, at about 4 o'clock, we received telephone call from our tactical office that there's a shooting encounter that transpired along C3 Road, Caloocan City. So, as investigator, we conduct ocular investigation po. We also call the assistance from the SOCO. Then, naabutan po namin doon yung cadaver po, yung
So, you actually visited the crime scene?
Yes, ma'am.
So, when you say 4 o'clock, this is 4 a.m.?
4 o'clock in the
4.
morning po.
Okay. So, nung nandun kayo sa crime scene, nandun din yung taxi driver?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sino nagpakilala sa'yo doon sa taxi driver?
Meron pong mga first responder po doon. Tapos yung mga operating unit na ka-engage ng encounter po.
Okay. So, paki-explica po. So, pumunta kayo, kinausap mo, isa doon sa natanong, kilala mo ba
Yes,
ang
ma'am.
taong yan? Paano yung context ng tanong na yun? Kasi, kilala mo ba, nakahiga dyan yung katawan? Ito ba yon o kilala mo ba siya? Anong interpretation mo nun?
The intention of the question ay yung identity po, pangalan, address nung suspect.
So, in short, he doesn't know the actual identity,
Apo.
but did he positively identify that body as
Yes,
the
ma'am.
person? Okay.
Opo.
Pero wala yata dyan sa affidavit.
Doon po sa supplementary affidavit po, in-indicate po doon.
Now, anong state of mind nung driver na nandun? Mukha bang, was he shaken? Was he, para bang ninenervyo siya?
Yes, ma'am. Mga panahon po yun, natatakot po siya nung unang, siguro 3 hours or so. Tapos kasi medyo 7 o'clock na po namin nakuhanan siya ng statement. So, may 3 hours na po siya nakapagpahinga. So, pero yung takot, nandun pa rin po. Sa ano ko lang,
Kasi,
opinion ko.
opo, kasi po, Mr. Bautista, dun po sa nakasulat na statement, hindi po ninyo nilagay doon yung plate number o pangalan ng taxi, hindi ba ninyo siya hiningan ng lisensya? Kasi nakalagay sigurado doon yung address o at least yung operator ng taxi.
Yes, ma'am. May fault po talaga ako doon. Kasi po yung during that time...
May kwan po talaga ako doon. Ano ibig sabihin?
May kakulangan po.
Okay.
Sorry po doon. Kasi po during that time, ang focus po na investigation namin ay yung nangyaring hold-upan tsaka yung shooting encounter. Yung plate number po ng taxi tsaka yung franchise niya, naka-indicate po doon sa affidavit naman po ng arresting officer.
Okay, ganito yon So, dahil hindi nga ninyo nakompleto yung impormasyon na yan, sabi mo nakatuon dun sa hold-up, natural, siya yung witness. Dapat yung impormasyon niya, kompleto. Okay, I respect the fact that you admitted to your
I'm sorry.
shortcomings here. But I think they should serve as a lesson. I hope it's not intentional. Pero siguro ganito, yung supplemental affidavit, yun nga yung mahirap kasi if they're given time to think about it, it can go both ways. Certain things might be conveniently forgotten. But anyway, you have, or the investigating officer has the information of the correct address of the driver, I suppose. Because how is he able to come back to give another affidavit? So you know how to get in touch with him? Ganun po ba yun?
Bale, nagpatulong po kami sa KPO 1 Perez po na makontak po yung taxi driver. Tapos pumunta naman po siya.
Ito nga yung mahirap yung kasangkot na officer, siya yung may contact dun sa taxi driver, di ba? So, anyway, I hope that, Mr. Chair, I know my time's up. Thank you for accommodating me. We will just have to invite the cab driver next time.
Thank you, Senator po. We will invite the Mr. Tomas Magleo Bagcal. Before I recognize Senator Joel, meron lang question sa procedure. I'd like to address this to the gentleman in front, members of famous class 86, no, from Chief Bato, Oka, and Chief Superintendent Pardo. Procedural or procedure. Do PCPs have DEUs? Kasi sabi mo kanina, PCP, number 7, Drug Enforcement Unit. Meron bang Drug Enforcement Unit ang PCPs? Ang pagkaalam ko, municipal police stations lang, saka city police stations, ang nagme-maintain ng Drug Enforcement Unit or DET. Di ba? Meron na rin ba, PCP?
Meron sir, kasi napakalaki sir ng Caloocan eh. Kaya,
How many PCPs do you have?
7 sir, 7. And
7.
kulang pa sir yun, kasi napakalaki sir ng Caloocan.
Covering how many barangays?
180 barangay sir.
So, yung NCRPO is an exception. Pag NCRPO, pwede yung PCP, merong DEU. Pero other areas like provinces, di ba allowed lang yung DEU sa mga MPS and CPS?
Yes.
How about other highly urbanized cities like Cebu, Metro Cebu? Meron ding, yung PCP, meron ding DEU?
Your Honor, the organizational setup of some highly urbanized cities are different from Metro Manila, Your Honor. Like Cebu and Davao, we don't have PCPs, Your Honor. We have police stations, Your Honor. So from the city police office, it is subdivided to different police stations. So like, for example, Davao City, we have 12 police stations. Every police stations in Davao City has its own drug enforcement unit.
And they can conduct deliberate police operations on illegal drugs, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi yung in flagrante lang.
Uh,
Pero any police officer, pag in flagrante delito, they can conduct
Yes, Your
anti-illegal
Honor.
drugs operations.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero yung parang merong prepared operation, limited lang ito sa mga DEUs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Senator Villanueva is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang tanghali po. Sandali lang po naman ako, Mr. Chair. Pwede po bang tanungin ko ulit si Ginoong Bautista? Maikling katanungan lang po. Sususugan ko lang po yung tanong ni Senator Grace. Sir, una, tinatanggap naman namin na walang perpektong tao. Pero nung sinabi niyo kanina na inaamin niyo that you are at fault dun sa ginawa po ninyo, na marami kayong bagay na hindi niyo nagawa, perhaps lapse in judgment. Pero ulitin ko lang po, nung kasama niyo po yung taxi driver, in-identify niya ho mismo si Carl na siya yung nang-hold up sa kanya?
Yes, Your Honor.
Klaro po na siya?
Tinuro niya po. During that time, nag-conduct din po kami ng on-site inquest. Kaharap yung duty prosecutor. Tapos in-identify niya naman po.
Nung in-identify po niya, nakahandusay siya nun sa crime scene?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Another thing, may witnesses po ba tayo na nagsasabi na nakipagbarilan ho talaga si Carl?
During that time, other than yung complainant, mga responding police officers po yung mga tao doon.
Other than that, wala na pong iba?
Wala na po
CCTV
kami.
or anything, wala po kayong... Kasi kung may shooting incident, siguro gaano katagal ba yung shooting incident?
Base po sa sa nabanggit ng mga operating unit na saglit lang po eh.
1 minute?
I don't know the exact time po. Siguro
Lesser?
wala po ako, sir po. Pero wala po kasi ako sa...
Siguro, sir, bago kita pawalan lang kaagad, no? Importante ho yung, nandito naman si General Bato, nandito si General Albayalde. I think yung SOP, medyo nakakalungkot po na mamiss po ninyo na yung taxi driver, hindi nyo kukunin yung lisensya niya, plate number, etc. I think, ano po yun basic po, hindi ba?
Yung lisensya po, taxi, yung plate number, naka-note po naman po yun sa may tickler po ako na naka-indicate po dun yung number, address niya.
Pero dun ho sa report at affidavit, hindi nyo ho nilagay?
Opo.
Okay. Pino-point out ko lang ho, importante po yun kasi buhay po yung nakataya. Kaya ako pino-point out.
Sir, if I would like to add, kaya pa naka-indicate po siya, yung mga lackness or makakulangan po, kaya po ako gumawa ng supplementary affidavit para ma-counter check.
Kaya nga po, sir, kaya ko sinasabi, SOP, at sana, tignan po natin, kaya po binabanggit ko sila General Batos, General Albayalde, na importante po ito kasi buhay yung nakataya.
Yes,
Salamat
yes,
po.
sir.
Puntahan ko lang po, Mr. Chairman, I think si PCI Cerillo. If I'm not mistaken ho, Mr. Chair, in the last hearing, our police officers were insisting that the man on the video being dragged doon sa pagpatay kay Kian ay isang asset o confidential informant. Hanggang ngayon po ba ito yung ating tinatayuan na statement?
Your Honor, I invoke my right against self-incrimination. Since the case was already filed in at DOJ, sir, I invoke my right, sir.
Sige po. Total, nung nakaraang hearing, nabanggit naman po yan, no? So, may record din naman po tayo dito sa Senado. Siguro, sir, tanungin ko na lang, kayo, PCI Cerillo, procedures na lang po, dun sa trabaho po ninyo. Wala naman po itong whether a-admitin na may ginawa po kayo o hindi. Pero yung sa trabaho po ninyo, sa procedures, when it comes to procedures ng drug operations, paano nyo po ba kinikilatis o ini-scrutinize itong inyong informant or asset?
Your Honor, I am not handling any informant. It was my men who were handling such informant. Kasi po, ang pag-handle po ng informant, ang informant po, ang ini-establish niyan is yung trust and confidence po sa kanyang handler. So, during that time, kung meron man po silang hawak na informant, yung mga tao ko, they did not presented it on me because of the handler and informant relationship.
So yung tao nyo po ang magdi-decide whether or not worthy itong informant, itong asset na ito. Hindi ito may galit lang sa isang tao na basta ituturo or anything. Paano nyo po ini-scrutinize? Ang tinatanong ko, yung policy ho natin, paano natin masasabi na mapagkakatiwalaan to, totoo yung sinasabi niya, hindi tayo ginogoyo, hindi ito nantitrip lang.
Yes, sir. We're conducting validation.
Verification.
Verification if the alleged informant or asset was only, yun nga, tulad ng sinasabi nyo, sir, kung galit lang doon sa itinuturo niyang tao.
Kaya ho natin sinasabi ito yung agam-agam o takot na minsan nararamdaman ng ating mga kababayan. Baka sakaling bigla na lang may magturo sa kanila, parang babalik tayong panahon ng Hapon, may makapili na turo na lang ng turo. Sir, dito sa nangyari kay Kian, no, yung binabanggit nga po na yung asset o yung CI, siya yung nandun sa video. Ang tanong ko po, have you ever worked with this CI or informant? bago po nangyari itong operasyon na ito?
No, Your Honor. No.
So this is the first time.
Yes, sir.
Kung first time po ito, may binigay po ba siya na impormasyon kay Kian?
Uh,
Kasama ho si Kian?
I think, sir, only the handler of the informant can answer that, sir.
Wala po. Sino po yun at kanino po siya nagre-report? Sinong accountable po doon?
Sir, it was P1 Cruz, sir, is the handler of the informant.
So can we ask, sir, kung doon sa information na binigay ng asset, from the very start, kasama ho si Kian?
Sir, nakasampa naman na po yung kaso sa DOJ. I invoke my rights.
So hindi mo aaminin kung kasama si Kian o hindi doon sa operation na sinasabi po. So, anihin na lang ho natin ulit yung procedure. Paano po natin bine-verify, PCI Cerilio, paano natin ginagawa yung verification? Kasi katulad po nitong isang nangyaring incident, unfortunately, no, kahit hindi tayo sagutin kanina dun sa tanong natin, last hearing, binanggit, namatay na si Kian bago nalaman na siya si Kian. At yun ngang masakit na narinig natin at nalathala sa pahayagan, maging sa television, nakita, nalaman lang yung information through social media. So, paano natin bine-verify? Paano yung procedure ho dito?
Your Honor, hindi ura-urada po na ginagawa po yung validation or verification dun sa binibigay po na report ng informant. It's because we have also our barangay intelligence network na pwede din naming itap during the conduct of such validation. So, meron po yung intel unit namin sa Caloocan. Meron po yung Barangay Intelligence Network composition which we can have the answers to this validation if such person is kung siya po ay involved sa
Sir,
illegal
kung
activities.
susundan po natin yung sinasabi nyo, then we would know from the very beginning if Kian was part of that operation.
No, Your Honor.
So wala eh.
No.
So kaya nga po, wala po. Another thing po, no, sir, I promise to be very short in this questioning. Yung last hearing din po, sinasabi na dinrag po ng ating kapulisan yung asset or CI na nakita dun sa video para hindi po masunog, para hindi ma-compromise yung identity. Yung ano ko lang po, no, hindi ba pag ganon mas nakaka-draw ng attention, more attention to the public? And sa mga ganito po bang operation, yung CI o yung asset, hindi ba po pwede na sabihan na lang na discreetly habang ginagawa yung operation, to live quietly?
Well, Your Honor, I cannot comment on that because I was not there at...
I'm talking about procedures, sir, no? Procedures, so hindi po yung particular na nangyari, hindi ho yung particular na video na dinadrag si Kian at sinasabing hindi si Kian yon. Ang tanong ko lang po, kasi binanggit ito nung last hearing at ito yung investigation in aid of legislation,
Yes,
we wanted to find out, no, from you sa grassroots level, ito ba'y dapat? Ano ba yung procedure dito? Hindi ba... And because my next question would be, if there are minors in the operation, may mga maliliit na bata, hindi ba nagbabago yung protocols and procedures?
Well, for me, sir, well, I think it's discretion na lang po yun ng tao, the operating unit.
Sige po, sir. Siguro sasabihin ko na lang po kila General Bato, kila General Albayalde na I think it is important na maayos itong mga ganitong procedures. Lalo na po dun sa pag-handle ng CI or asset, General Bato, baka pwedeng mahingan po yung comment ninyo. Kasi yung Yun ho yung naririnig natin madalas dun sa mga natatakot na may biglang asset na lalabas sa kanilang komunidad, magtututuro, and hindi fully verified. At nakakalungkot nga ho, nung last hearing, lumabas ang verification nangyari sa Facebook o sa social media, which I don't believe po, no? I'm sure hindi po yun ang dapat maging basihan.
Your Honor, yung sinabi po na Facebook ang basihan, Your Honor, hindi po yun ang intention talaga ng resource person, Your Honor. Sinakyan lang yun ng gustong gumawa ng balita para magkakaroon ng ganun, pero that's, hindi talaga yun ang pinaka-intention niya, Your Honor.
Tama po, pero General Bato, unfortunately, sinabi ho kasi nung hearing, no?
Yung nga, Your Honor,
Kaya
but
po-
parang bang ginawa, sinasabi niya, other source lang yun, hindi yung pinaka-main source ng information niya, Your Honor. Pwede matama, nawala ko, Your Honor, sa...
The procedures, sir, no? Handling assets, RCI. Paano natin ma-assure yung ating mga kababayan na maayos at we fully verify this information. Hindi tayo basta gumagalaw, lalo na, yun nga ho, kayo na ho nagsabi, kaya ako against ako sa fake news, kaya ho may bill ako dito sa Senado eh. Mahirap po kasi yung peke, yung impormasyon at buhay ang nakataya dito.
Your Honor, yung information na pumapasok sa police station, Your Honor, hindi po agad yan kaagad inaksyonan, kundi biniverify at binabalidate kung totoo yan, Your Honor. Hindi yun ibig sabihin na porque sinabi ni ganito ganon, i-actionan mo kaagad. Magkakaroon pa yan ng proseso, Your Honor. Then pag na-validated talaga na tama yung information, then that would become an actionable information, Your Honor, kung na-validate talaga na positive. So hindi po basta-basta, Your Honor, dahil alam natin, kanya-kanyang tao, may kanya-kanyang motibo, may kanya-kanyang agenda. So kailangan po, ang decision making po ng police is balance, Your Honor. Kailangan hindi tayo basta-bastang knee-jerk reaction sa information, Your Honor.
Thank you. Isa na lang, General Bato, yung kaninang binanggit ko, in the course of operation, may mga minors, may yung sa lugar, train naman ho at may SOP ho tayo kung paano yung sinasagawa. Kaya ko lang ho ito nabanggit kasi parang in the past couple of weeks or months, marami tayong naririnig na nadadamay na minor de edad.
Hindi lang po minor ang kinukonsider, Your Honor, kundi kahit na matanda, basta the life
Yes, sir.
of a matanda or a minor is very important na dapat...
Nagbabago po, di ba, yung pag-conduct ng operation pag may mga ganitong situations. Am I correct, Your Honor?
Yes, Your Honor, doble ingat po tayo, lalo na kung populated area, Your Honor. Hindi po tayo basta-bastang gumawa ng mga actions na magdudulot ng harm doon sa mga magiging unintended targets, Your Honor, na magiging collateral damage. So, the more na mag-iingat tayo pag ganun na ang sitwasyon, Your Honor. Hindi po basta-bastang gagawa ng dahas.
Thank you, General. Last na lang po. May balita na po ba tayo dun sa nawawala na kasama ho ni Carl? And at the same time, pwede po bang malaman kung may paliwanag na po ang PNP doon sa kung bakit umabot po si Carl sa Caloocan mula doon sa Rizal?
Your Honor, kung about doon sa sinasabi mong nawawala, nakasama, Your Honor, hindi, natanong na yan kanina at ang sagot po ng PNP, Your Honor, is wala pa kaming idea, Your Honor. About naman doon sa kung bakit nakarating siya doon, siguro makapag-explain niya, Your Honor, yung side ni Carl, Your Honor, dahil as far as the PNP is concerned, doon sa crime scene lang yung limitado yung actions na nangyayari doon, Your Honor. So, ang crime scene was in Caloocan. So, doon po nangyari yan, Your Honor.
Sir, pasensya sa ating colleague, no? Meron pong nakarating din sa amin kasi sa opisina, yung pong nangyari po dun kay 19-year-old na napatay. Ang pangalan po niya, Raymart Shapo. Napatay po siya March 29, 2017. May mga feeds po sa amin na humihingi ng tulong. Ang ang sinasabi ko kasi halos pareho po yung nangyari kay Kian, but gusto lang pong malaman, and I think hopefully si Mrs. Shapo na kikinig at nanonood sa atin, may investigasyon po ba na nangyayari, and perhaps if you can give us a status noong nangyari po dito sa pagpaslang kay Raymart Shapo? Baka si General Albayalde may information, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. We have the copy of the case folder of Shapo. The case is still under investigation, and the case investigators on case are PO3 Ogacha and PO1 Apelido.
Sir,
It's
siguro,
still under investigation, Your Honor.
Opo, para na rin hindi na ako magtagal, baka pwede pong makahingi kahit na yung status lang po kung nasaang stage na po tayo, para lang ho may communicate natin that indeed there's an investigation na ongoing, sir.
So I will provide you with the copy, Your Honor.
Thank you po. Thank you, Chair, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, and to my colleagues. Thank you for your
Okay,
patience.
we will go ahead with the second round, and Senator Risa, before that, I would like to ask the PNP if you have a file photo of the child who's still gone missing from yung bata, si Reynaldo de Guzman. Kung may litrato kayo, pakibigay para makasakali may makakilala rin, mapakita, mabigay din natin sa ating mga kasama sa media at matukoy.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, walang idea, ma'am, ang Caloocan kasi si Arnaiz lang yung...
Hindi, pero yung magulang ba niya hindi nagpunta sa inyo?
Hindi ho taga Caloocan yun, ma'am. Taga Rizal po yun.
O sa Rizal, wala ba dito na...
Baka sa Rizal po, ma'am.
Pero wala sila dito ngayon?
Wala, ma'am.
Naku, ang hirap naman jurisdiction. Pero yung sa head, yung PNP, dapat nakalap ninyo lahat yon, no? So siguro, bigyan na lang tayo ng photograph as soon as possible. Okay, Senator Risa?
Salamat, Madam Chair. Follow-up dun sa case ni Raymart Shapo na biniring up ulit ni Senator Joel, paalala lang po kay Chief PNP at kay CHR Chairman, nung unang hearing, sinabi pa nga ni Chairman Ping na baka pwedeng ituring ng dalawang ahensya ninyo ang kaso ni Raymart Shapo na test case. Kasi sinalaysay din niya noon at sabi niya napaka-terribleng kaso talaga po ito. Clubfoot po kasi yung bata, Senator Joel. Opo. And then, following on sa pagtatanong naman ni Senator Grace kanina tungkol kay Carl Angelo Arnaiz, the killing of minors and young people are no longer isolated incidents. Hindi rin ako naniniwala na hayok lang sa pagpatay ang ilan sa ating kapulisan. May polisiyang nagdidikta sa kultura ng patayan na nangyayari ngayon sa ating bayan. There's a system to the killings. There's method in the madness. Kaya malaki ang kalaban natin. Hindi lang tig-2 o 3 tiwaling pulis, kundi ang isang malawakang polisiya na nagpapahintulot ng mga patayan sa ngalan ng tinatawag na war on drugs. Kaya balikan ko yung punto kanina ni Chair Ping, yung pagtatanong po na pinasok din ni Chief PNP, ano yung long-term solution natin? Kahit pa ayusin natin yung usapin ng training na napaka-importante talaga, kahit ang pinakamahusay na training ay bibigay din kung mayroong polisiyang lumaragasa katulad ng nabanggit ko. Madam Chair, yung next questions ko po ay para kina PO1 Cruz at Pereda, pero tiningnan ko mukhang karamihan ng follow-up questions ko sana sa inyo ay baka sagutin nyo lamang ng you invoke your right against self-incrimination, pero kasama po yung alam nyo ba ang tinuro ni yung sinabi nyo dating alias Nono ay menor de edad. May iba ba kayong mga sistema o polisiya pag menor de edad? Yung tanong din ni Senator Joel, na palagay ko, hindi tulad ng sinabi ni Chief Inspector Cirillo, hindi dapat discretion lang. Kasi kahit nga sa questioning of minor witnesses, may rules po tayo, lalo na po sa conduct ng law enforcement operations. So isa na lang tanong po, kina PO1 Cruz at Pereda, lagi ba kayong by kayo, hindi lang kayong dalawa, pero yung PCP7, lagi ba kayong may anti-drug operation sa lugar na iyon? Either PO1 Cruz or PO1 Pereda po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Salamat po. Pero lagi din bang walang pre-operation plan? Tinatanong ko po yun dahil nung naunang pagdinig natin, sabi ni Chief Inspector Cirillo, walang pre-operation plan yung Oplan Galugad na nakapatay kay Kian, lagi po bang walang pre-op plan kapag may anti-drug operation ninyo? Sige po, maaaring sagutin ni Chief Inspector Cirillo.
Your Honor, yung tinatawag po na pre-operational plan is coming po from the Station Operations Division po namin na magkakaroon po ng conduct of a one-time, big-time operation. Then during that time, because of the ASEAN duties of other personnel coming from other PCPs na naka-augment po sa amin, the PCP compose a team na magsasagawa po in relation po dun sa one-time, big-time operation. That is the Oplan Galugad.
So pero lagi po bang ganun ang sitwasyon? Kasi hindi naman palagi na may sinisecure po tayong ASEAN Summit. So sa ibang mga anti-drug operations ba ay meron namang pre-op plan or lahat po ay walang pre-op plan?
Meron po. Pag during po drug operation, nagkakaroon po kami ng pre-operational plan and coordination po sa PDEA before taking into operations. Ma'am. That's all.
Yes, salamat po Chief Inspector Cirillo at salamat din sa pagbanggit niyo ulit dun sa one time big time dahil may tanong din po ako tungkol dyan, Mr. Chair, sa ating mga PNP officials naman led by Chief PNP. Kasi po sa previous hearing humingi po ako ng kopya ng pre-op at saka post-op report sa kaso ni Kian, pati po ulat sa lahat ng mga napatay na as of this time sa ilalim ng one time, big time. Meron na po bang kopya ng mga ulat na yon, Chief PNP Duroy?
Meron na po.
Inaamin mo bang may one time, big time?
Wala, Your Honor.
You better correct it.
Yes, Mr. Chair, yung term po na one time, big time, hindi na po namin ginagamit yan ngayon. Siguro na nadala lang yan sa mga noon pa yan, yung panahon pa yan nga ni Secretary Marujas nung one time, big time yan. Ngayon, hindi na po namin ginagamit. And Mr. Chair, Your Honor, can I react to the statement of Madam Senator Hontiveros, Your Honor, that I really felt alluded to, yung sinasabi mo, Your Honor, na may umiiral na polisiya sa PNP na malawakang pagpatay sa mga suspect sa drugs, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I immediately correct the misimpression. Higher po kesa sa inyo. Kaya ako nire-resent yung polisiyang iyon dahil ang PNP ay hindi kailanman dapat ginagawang isang killing machine.
But,
as gaya ng alam niyo po, ang pagpuna ko sa pagsingil ng accountability sa ganyang polisiya ay mas mataas sa inyo, hindi po sa inyo.
But Your Honor, hindi naman po, kung mataas sa akin, Your Honor, you're referring to the President. Hindi naman po si President ang Chief PNP. Hindi naman siya nagbibigay ng order sa mga tao mag-conduct na operations, Your Honor. So I felt alluded to na may ganon, Your Honor. Ako, mamatay
I'm
man
not
ako
alluding
dito
to
sa
you, Chief
inupuan
PNP.
ko, Your Honor. Wala kami pinapairal na policy na malawakang pagpatay sa mga suspect, Your Honor. Mamatay ako ngayon dito, Your Honor.
Meron pong
wala
polisiyang
talagang policy na gano'n, Your Honor. Mamatay man ako ngayon.
Chief PNP, may ine-examine ang komite na polisiya dun sa mga resolusyon na dinidinig ngayon. At paalala po sa ating lahat, kahit po yung PAO ay nakapagsabi na it was a pattern. So, yun po yung importanteng examinin natin. Kasi pag may polisiyang ganyan, it is a disservice kahit sa institution ninyo at nakalilikha ng ganitong klasing mga patayan. As compared, for example, gaya ng tinanong namin kanina, yung nagiging resulta sa mga NBI anti-drug operations.
Your Honor, kung ma-prove mo yung polisyan, Your Honor, right now, Your Honor, uwi ako sa Davao, Your Honor. Aalis ako sa pagiging Chief PNP. Kung talagang may policy na gano'n, malawakang patayan.
Actually, Chief PNP, I hear you, Chief PNP. And actually, kung may ganyang polisiya, ang inaasahan ko ay magiging bahagi kayo ng solusyon. So, kaya Kaya importante yung pag-engage nyo sa ganitong mga pagdinig. Kahit masakit eksaminin ang ganitong mga polisiya na sa tingin ko ay nagbubunga ng ganitong mga operasyon na sinabi din ng isang resource person kanina, I think from NAPOLCOM ay nagiging aberration ng mga resulta, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Chief PNP, kasabay po ng pagsagot ninyo or pag-comment nyo, maaari ko bang malaman kung nandyan na po yung mga ulat, yung pre at saka post-op report dun sa nangyari kay Kian at yung iba pang napatay. Dun sa, naalala ko yung paliwanag nyo nung unang hearing. Yung one time, big time ay isang dating pangalan, baka nakasanayan lang sa lokal na gamitin pa rin. Unfortunately, nasa NCRPO website pa. So, lalong pine-perpetuate yung pagkaalam na umiiral pa rin yung ganoon. So, pero yung copy po ng mga ulat ay handa na po ba?
Your Honor, kung gano'n na prejudge na nyo kami, na may palisya kami na patayin yung mga suspect, Your Honor, siguro wala na kami gana mag-submit ng mga report na Your Honor dahil tapos na yung pag-iisip nyo, Your Honor.
Chief PNP, I expect more from you than that. Alam nyo naman po, hindi lang, Mr. Chair, hindi lang professional ang ugnayan natin sa isa't isa between PNP and Senate. And kaya mula sa simula, mula nung una akong sumali sa isang hearing na resource person kayo na sinabi kong ang pagkakilala ko sa inyo ay isang mabuti at conscientious na tao. Kaya kahit mahirap itong mga isyong ini-examine natin, I fully expect pa rin, umaasa pa rin na kayo ay lalahok bilang pinuno ng ating National Police na still ongoing ang 3 dekada ng security sector reforms, PNP modernization program, etc. So ay inuunawa ko na maaring sa bugso ng damdamin na kapag sabi kayo ng ganyan. But as a professional, umaasa ako na patuloy kayo mag-engage and we will continue, PNP and Senate, to extend each other yung institutional courtesies na tradisyon na natin kahit pa dumadaan tayo sa ganitong masasakit na issue. And after all, Mr. Chairman, this is an investigation by the Senate. Hindi maaring hindi mag-submit dahil lang sa may gana tayo or walang gana. Kahit kami dito sa Senado, minsan kailangan namin gawin ang trabaho na masakit sa amin, pero kailangan namin gawin. And I know the PNP is up to this task. At kayo, Chief PNP, you are up to this task. Kaya ako tinatanong yung mga ulat na iyan. Aside from, Mr. Chairman, the reports that I mentioned just now again, nung nakaraang hearing ay hiningi ko rin po ang police and forensic reports ng 81 reported dead in Caloocan, Manila, and Bulacan, at saka yung mga record din ng PIDEA at NBI sa kanilang anti-drug operations, yung bilang ng mga tao na napatay dahil sila ay nanlaban per the official reports, Mr. Chairman. Chief PNP, I am hoping that we will both or all go the extra mile para mabigyan ng hustisya. Hindi lang yung pagdinig ng Senado, pero yung mga pamilya na naghahanap ng hustisya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman.
I am with you in that quest for justice, Your Honor. At sana yung hustisya rin ng karamihan ng pulis ko na nagtatrabaho, hindi rin sana madadamay sa sinasabi mo na palisiya. Dahil I am grieving for majority of my men who are yung buhay nila tapos i-accuse kami ng palisiya na gano'n. Masakit. Magpakamatay kami para sa inosente tao, hindi. Pagkahirap naman sabihin nyo na palisi na malawakang pagpatay. I am not PNP. Nandyan yung Lord. Nandyan si Lord. Nakikita, alam niya. I am willing to go back to Davao. Go home. Pag ma-prove yan, Your Honor. Masama yung sabihin mo ganun eh. Dapat you should be careful also,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
You know
Mr.
me personally, Your Honor.
Yes, and you know me
me.
personally.
You know
Mr.
me.
Chairman,
Hindi ako papayag, Your Honor, na
Mr. Chairman,
gagamitin ng pulis sa
Mr. Chairman,
masama.
hindi po kailangang sabihin sa isa't isa na you should be careful. Dahil lahat po tayo ay nandirito, nagtatrabaho, nanumpa, magsabi ng totoo, and we presume that we are telling each other the truth. Ako, pine-presume ko yan. Kaya, kaya ko rin bilang isang nagtatrabaho, Chief PNP, Doroy, bilang isang nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno, kaya ko ring makinig sa inyo at maniwala na nagsasabi ka ng totoo at kaya ko ring magtanong ng tapat. At alam din ng Diyos, kung Diyos lang ang pag-uusapan natin, 3 beses ko nang sinabi, at kahit sa lahat ng public statements ko, ang pagsingil ng accountability sa polisiyang iyan ay ina-address ko sa Office of the President. At kahit ako, masama ang loob sa nangyayari dahil ang PNP ay nakasalang dito. Pero kailangan nating tanungin ang mga tanong na ito. At inaasahan natin sa isa't isa, harapin ang mga tanong at sagutin ang mga tanong. Dahil, balikan ko yung pinaka-importanting tanong kanina na sinabi na ni Chairman kanina, naghahanap tayo ng long-term solution. Naghahanap tayo ng long-term solution.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Patunta dyan, Chief PNP, ilan ang namatay na nasa watch list?
Your Honor,
We're basing on data, Mr. Chairman.
sabi ko sa iyo, pumatay man ako ngayon, walang sinabi si Presidente sa akin na pumatay kayo na pumatay. Makasakit sa akin dahil 175,000 na tauhan ko ngayon nanonood sa akin. Sabi na, paano ko depensahan yung organisasyon ko na yung utak nyo sarado na may palisiya na pumatay kami ng pumatay.
Mr. Chairman, 3-4 na beses ko nang sinabi. Ang lahat ng utak ng mga tao dito sa palibot ay bukas. Kaya nga tayo nagdidinig. Naghahanap tayo ng katotohanan. Naghahanap tayo ng katotohanan. Kahit
Sana
masakit.
yung Honor, yung katotohanan lang. Huwag natin
Yes.
precondition yung utak ng publiko na mamamayan ng Pilipino na ang pulis nila ay may pulis yan na pumatay. Napakasakit po sa akin. Napakasakit po.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hontiveros,
Yes, Mr.
your
Chairman.
time is up, but you can avail of 1 more minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yung sa PNP officials pa rin, yung mga natitira ko pa sanang mga tanong ay tungkol nga sa war on drugs. So kung alin ang maaaring sagutin, either ni Chief PNP or ni Police Director Albayalde or ni Police Chief Superintendent Fajardo. Ilan na ang namatay sa Caloocan dahil sa war on drugs. At ilan dito ang menor de edad. At dito magre-refer ako dito sa DIDM Case Monitoring Division na homicide cases under investigation, minor victims, bagamat hindi disaggregated for drug-related incidents, 664 grand total across the country. So ilan po sa mga namatay sa Caloocan ay dahil sa war on drugs at ilan sa mga ito ay mga menor de edad, Mr. Chairman.
Director Albayalde,
yes,
may respond?
Chief.
Yes, I would like
Mr.
to
Chairman.
answer that, Your Honor. I think we have answered that during the previous hearing that we have actually 518 minors that were arrested for 518 that were involved in the violation of RA 9165. Of the 518, 517 were arrested, and one case who died in a police operation is the Kian case, Your Honor. So that is for 1 year period, Your Honor, since July 1. So I just don't have the breakdown kung saan-saan po nangyari itong arrest, no? And I don't have a data with regards to specifically for Caloocan, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to close this round of my questioning, and thank you to Police Director Albayalde, pero para sa kaalaman po natin, ayon sa Children's Legal Rights and Development Center, si Kian po ay 54th minor na napatay sa gitna ng war on drugs. Kaya nakababahala, hindi ito isolated incident dahil isolated incident ay isolated case happening rarely or outside the norm. So immediately, baka kailangan talagang ituring na hindi lang ano yung term na ginamit kanina, parang optional or discretionary rather, yung protocols sa pag-handle ng mga minors, mga bata sa gitna ng mga law enforcement operations, including anti-drug operations, pero strictly i-enforce. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, I would reiterate, we really need to review the war on drugs as a policy, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Hontiveros.
May I be recognized, Your
Before
Honor?
I recognize Senator Bam, yes, Chief.
I would walang galang na po kay Senator Hontiveros. Wala pong pronouncement ang PAO na may pattern dito. Ulitin ko po, walang palisiya ang gobyerno na pumatay ng walang awa ang gobyernong ito. Meron po yung nasa revised penal code, yung state of necessity, self-defense, fulfillment of duty. Yun lang po pag nasa panganib ang buhay ng mga pulis. Ako po mismo nakapagpapatotoo na wala pong utos sa mga pulis na pumatay ng walang kaawa-awa. Kaya po yung mga kliyente namin, 80,000 plus nakakulong buhay. Hinuli ng mga kapulisan natin. Kasi kawawa naman po yung mga pulis na handang ibuwis ang kailang buhay para sa ating inang bayan. Parang nalalahat na sila. Senator Hontiveros, pasensya po, nasasaktan po ako dahil marami din kaming kliyenteng pulis na pinagtanggol namin noon at hanggang ngayon.
Well taken. Yes, rejoin.
Ala po
Mr.
kami
Chair.
sinasabing pattern.
Yes.
Ang sinasabi ko po, lilinawin ko lang, sir. Kasi lagi nababanggit yung PAO, hindi naman ako nakakapagsalita. Yung similarity lang ng kaso ni Kian, saka ni Carl, parehong teenager, parehong ang nanay OFW, parehong may munting tindahan sa kanilang harap ng tahanan, parehong maayos ang itsura at wala sa drug list ng mga barangay. Yun po yan, pero wala akong sinabing pattern na mayroong utos na pumatay ng walang awang plus. Wala akong ganon. Kaya kami nandito para bigyan ng due process ang mga pulis.
Okay.
Pasensya ko kayo,
That's
pero
clear enough.
nasasaktan na ho ako talaga
Well,
dahil nasa
I
gobyerno
share-
din ho ako, sir.
If there's one person here who shares your sentiment, ako yun, kasi dati akong Chief PNP, and I understand what the police officers are going through, ano? Especially, do you think I enjoy conducting a hearing like this? No, of course not. But we're looking here for long-term solutions. Anyway,
Opo, pero
clearly,
yung sabihin ni ma'am na may sinabi ng PAO may pattern, wala kami sinasabing
Sige
ganon.
po.
I
Sige
swear to God. Wag ko kaming
Okay na po.
i-quote. Kasi
Understood. That's very clear. I would just like to give the floor to Senator Risa for a brief rejoinder. Sige.
Briefly, Mr. Chair, and thank you. Actually, pwede ko pong i-quote dahil quoted po si Chief Acosta, sinabi po ninyo sa DZMM, ang kaugnay nga nung kaso ni Carl, ang punto dito, buhay ito eh. Bakit ganito ang pattern? Parang may pagkakahalintulad ito kay Kian. Magkasunod po halos ito, Mr. Chair, oras lang din ang pagitan niyan kung bibilangin ang dalawang iyan. And in fact, yung nauna po, si Raymar Chapo, ay ganon din, anak ng OFW. So, kailangan putulin yung pattern na ito. And I share the sentiment, Mr. Chair, because alam po ni Chief PNP, magmista po kami.
Senator Aquino.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Konti na lang po. Bago tayo magsimula sa mga tanong sa mga officials natin, gusto kong tanungin si P.O.1 Perez. Parang kanina nagiging emotional ka ata, P.O.1 Perez. Kanina, nag-wipe ka ng luha mo. Mayroon ka bang gustong ikwento o sabihin? Sa mic, please.
Wala po, Your Honor.
Matanong ko ba kung bakit ka naging emotional kanina? Wala naman. Alright. Chief De La Rosa, you've been very clear dito po sa mga hearings natin. Paulit-ulit yung pong sinasabi, walang utos, walang pulisiya, wala hong gantong klaseng mga orders. Pero, pabalik-balik ho tayo dito at nakikita ho natin na nangyayari po ito. Pwede ho ba, finally, declaratively, sabihin na ho natin sa buong 175,000 na kapulisan ho natin na hindi po tama itong mga nakikita ho nating pagpatay sa mga hindi po nang lalaban. Can you be very clear? Kasi yung audience nyo ho dito, hindi lang yung taong bayan, pero pati rin po yung mga tauhan po ninyo. Be very clear with them na kahit ho kayo, hahabulin nyo sila mawawala sila sa trabaho, makukulong po sila, macha-charge po sila. Kailangan malinaw po tayo, especially po dun sa mga PO1. Kasi parang ngayon puro mga bata pa po yung mga nagkakasala ng ganito. Sige po.
Your Honor, I don't need to go public na mag-yaw-yaw ako sa mga tao ko, Your Honor. We've been talking about this in every command conference. I've been telling my subordinate commanders, mga regional directors, please do your job properly and please observe the rule of law. In fact, day 2 of my administration, Your Honor, I have sent already memoranda to the regional directors that please observe the rule of law. Hindi tayo pwede mag-violate ng human rights, Your Honor.
Alright, salamat po,
Hindi
General.
pa ako nagkukulang dyan, Your Honor, but
Tanungin ko po si Police Chief Superintendent Fajardo. Kayo po yung head ng Caloocan. Tama po?
Yes, sir.
At ito po nangyari po sa Caloocan, pareho pong beses nangyari po sa Caloocan. Kung malinaw naman po yung sinasabi ni General De La Rosa, I'm sure umabot po yun kay NCRPO Albayalde at kayo po, nasa ilalim mo kayo ni General Albayalde. At nangyayari pa rin po ito.
Sir, actually, kami ho yung ayaw na magulo yung lugar. Kami po yung ayaw na may patayan. Situation lang po yung kapag lumalaban. Ayaw po namin pumatay, ayaw po namin ng magulo. But kasi kami po ang nasa frontline kami ho yung nasa harapan
Pero dalawang kaso po ito na malinaw na nga po na hindi nga po ng laban. Yung kay Kian, klarong-klaro na po, hindi siya ng laban. Ngayon po, nasabi ho ng PAO at nasabi po ng medico-legal ng PNP na mukhang nakahiga rin po si Carl nung siya po'y binaril. So these are two cases na klaro pong hindi po ng laban.
Actually, the court will decide on that, sir. Sasagutin po ng mga pulis natin.
So right now, ang sinasabi nyo, si Kian tsaka si Carl, ng laban pa rin sila?
The court, sir, will decide po.
Hindi, sa inyo pong report.
Based on the report po, they are lumaban.
Pero based on our forensic evidence, based on the physical evidence, based on the visual evidence nung kay Kian, hindi naman po sila ng laban.
The court will be the one to determine, sir.
So para ho sa inyo, ng laban pa rin si Kian tsaka si Carl.
May I just interject very briefly? In other words, you're not covering up for them.
Wala, sir. Actually, kung kunover namin, hindi sana pupunta rito yung mga pulis. Tapos, pwede namin actually kunin yung CCTV ron kung gusto namin. Pinabayaan ho namin. Kasi gusto po namin lumabas ng totoo, transparent. At the same time po, ayaw po namin talaga na magulo. We are trying to maintain the peace in the area.
Yes, sir. Hindi pa po ba lumalabas yung totoo? Kahit po yung kay Kian na lang, yung last hearing ho natin. Napakaklaro na po na...
Nasa court po magde-decide na po yan kasi nakafile na po.
Okay, narinig niyo po yung sinabi ni Dr. Erfe. Ang klaro-klaro po ng kanyang sinabi, nakahiga po yung nakaluhod po yung si Kian nung binaril po siya.
Maniniwala po ako kung nandun po siya na nangyari yun kasi opinion na po yun Again, the court will be the one to decide.
So sir, hindi kayo naniniwala sa forensic evidence?
Again, court po ang magde-decide.
Yung CCTV ho, nakita ho natin, may witness na ho tayo dito na si Kian po yun. Hindi rin ho kayo naniniwala sa CCTV.
Kaya nga ho, pinabayaan ho natin ang investigation, hindi natin sinira yung ebidensya, and then let the court decide po.
My manifestation, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Director Obusan.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, the expert evidences as produced from the autopsy report and from that of the SOCO is just but in support to the actual happening of the event. That's why we needed testimonial evidences and other evidences to fully have all the market of evidences putting into one fact that has happened during that incident.
Tama ho.
But as of that time, Mr. Chair, nung ako'y utusan ni Chief PNP, na sabi niya, Roel, it's the time for us to clean up our image. You see to it that you can investigate the case properly.
Tama ho.
That's the reason why I exerted effort, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, in going as far as to the barangay. Kasi kailangan talaga, Your Honor, yung testimonial evidence on witnesses. It so happened na kay Madam Risa, Mr. Chair. It's quite a very, very long time until now kaya hindi ako nag-submit kay Chief PNP ng report because of all the expert opinions that we have at hand, we need the testimonial evidence, Your Honor. Pag napagsama natin lahat, Your Honor, and the other pieces of evidence available in that market of evidence, Your Honor, definitely we can establish now the fact, and we can really establish, not on our surmises and conjectures, Your Honor, that, forgive me, Your Honor, my apologies, that we can say that really we will base just on the expert opinion of Dr. Erfe, Your Honor. That's my manifestation, Your
But,
Honor.
Director Ubusan, hindi naman ho nagkakalayo yung sinabi ni Dr. Erfe at ni Dr. Cruz.
Ikukan ko, to point further my point, Your Honor. Pwede ka kasing babaril na nakababa ka, nasa taas yung kalaban mo, pwede kang dadapa. So it's a matter of the testimony now of witnesses sa positioning, Your Honor. What is but being based by Dr. Erfe is the trajectory of the firearms or the bullets upon entry and exit, Your Honor. But how it was executed, nung time na ginagawa yon, kasi yung point of entry, Your Honor, is but a matter of seconds. Pero yung actual na ginagawa niya during that time is also needed to be seen, Your Honor.
Pero Director, ang sinasabi nyo, ginagawa nyo pa yung investigation. Hindi pa kayo sigurado.
Magagawa ko sana, Your Honor, kung wala kay Madam Hontiveros na matagal yung mga testimonial evidences na yun.
Alright, maybe later Senator Risa can respond to that. No? But just on this point, ang sinasabi nyo po, Police Chief Superintendent, is officially, you are saying, kahit meron na tayong testimony from PAO, ang sarili nyong medico legal, ang NBI, meron na rin pong nasabi sa investigasyon kay Kian, kung di ako nagkakamali, meron na po, no? Na sinasabi nyo, at this point, you still cannot conclude anything.
May I just interject, ano? I'm not defending the PNP, but there's always this presumption of innocence, no? So, panayang sagot ni Chief Superintendent Fajardo, let the court decide. Kasi maaga pa po ngayon, nasa preliminary investigation, and we are not in a position to judge whether or not they're guilty. It is up to the court because that's the criminal justice system.
Yes, Chairman. It is
I
up to
would
the...
just like to
Yes,
point
Chairman.
out.
It is up to the court to decide kung guilty po sila o hindi. At nasabi nga po ni Secretary Aguirre, may proseso po yon. Naaabot po yan ng ilang buwan. However, all of these different agencies have investigatory duties. And in their investigation, mayroon na po silang preliminary conclusion which leads to the case. Kaya po ang PAO, nagsabi, based on kay Dr. Erfe, mukhang hindi po lumaban yung bata at mukhang yan yung kanilang official assessment. Is that right, Chief Acosta? That is your official assessment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Ang
Wala pong
NBI,
evidence ng panlalaban.
okay, NBI, ano po yung inyong nakita po dun sa kaso po ni Kian?
Well, actually, Your Honors, we already submitted the findings of the NBI to the Department of Justice, and where we recommended to be charged at least 5 personalities in
Charged for?
for murder, for violation of domicile, and another one for violation of Section 29 under RA 9165.
Alright. Thank you very much. Secretary Aguirre, ang DOJ po ba may official position pagdating po kay Kian Delos Santos?
Wala po pagdating sa guilt or innocence nila kasi kami ang
Definitely.
kami ang mag-investigate niyan eh.
Alright. But you have accepted the NBI report, you have accepted the PAO report
I did
for
not-
your determination.
Actually po, yung workings nga ng DOJ in relation to the Office of the Secretary, yung office ko po, in relation to the National Prosecution Service, yun nga po ang palagi naming pinaliliwanag eh. Pag yan po pag-file namin o ng sino man na complainant sa National Prosecution Service, whether it be anywhere in the Philippines or in the main office of DOJ, yan po ang National Prosecution Service under the Prosecutor General. Wala pong pakialam pa ang Office of the Secretary dyan.
Opo. So hindi pa nagsa-start, in short, sa inyong tanggapan, hindi pa nagsisimula?
Well, kasi parte ko po ng tanggapan yung National Prosecution Service, but we do not interfere. Kaya po kung sa preliminary investigation by our National Prosecution Service. Ngayon, kung yan po ay magkakaroon ng resolution, anybody could appeal to our office, the Office of the Secretary. Yan po niresolba ng 5 undersecretaries ko at saka nung 5...
Alam mo namin yung kasong yan because of Superintendent Marcos, no?
Opo.
So, in short, dito po sa proseso, yung ating 3 Prosecutor General na panel, tama, you mentioned this earlier, will still determine, based on the reports they have received, kung ano po yung magiging move ng DOJ.
Magre-resolve po yung 3-man panel na yan. So, yung dalawa po, so far, dalawang complaints with respect to Kian killing, yung pong complaint ng PAO and complaint filed by the NBI, i-consolidate po namin yan. At yan nga po, palagay ko, pag kinonsolidate, it will be, they will be heard sa September 14 and 21.
Alright.
Mag-uumpisa lamang po doon ang araw ng preliminary investigation formally.
Alright, thank you for the clarification, Secretary. Pero pagkatapos po ng preliminary investigation, there will be a determination from DOJ kung dapat bang sampahan ng kaso o hindi.
Opo, magkakaroon po ng resolution ng National Prosecution Service natin.
Okay. So,
ngayon, kung gusto pong merong mag-appeal doon sa dalawang parties, they will appeal via petition for review sa office po namin.
yes, they may appeal if they wish, no?
Yes, opo.
Alright, so in short, meron ng preliminary investigation ng NBI at tapos na po yung report. Meron na pong medico-legal ang PNP na report na forensic. Meron na po ang PAO na forensic. Meron na po tayong, ngayon po, may testimony po si MC at binubuo na po yung kaso. No? Binubuo na po yung kaso. At yun rin yung hinahanap ni Mang Saldi. Okay.
Dinidinig na po namin sa...
Dinidinig na. So, Police Chief Superintendent, I can understand your position, no? Considering na mga tao niyo po sila. Pero, ang mahirap po sigurong para sa amin, no? Ang mahirap pong tanggapin para sa amin is instead of looking for a solution na magawa niyo po ng paraan na matigil na po ito, nagmamatigas ho kayo na let the court decide. Ano ho ba yung paraan upang matigil na po yung gantong klase mga pangyayari doon po sa Caloocan?
Actually, sir, ayaw din po namin yung patayan talaga.
Ipo, please continue. Ano po ang pwede niyo pong gawin?
Kung pwede lang tumigil na po yung illegal drugs, siguro matitigil na rin yung patayan.
Oh, but nasabi na ho ni Presidente, it will take more than 6 years. Hindi ho kasi pwedeng unahan po yan, no? Hindi naman ho pwedeng pag wala na yung drugs, wala na rin yung patayan.
Kaya nakikiusap po tayo sa mga pusher, kung pwede po, tumigil na po tayo. Kasi hindi rin ho pwedeng tumigil yung PNP sa pag-operate sa anti-illegal drugs.
Hindi namin ho hinihiling na tumigil kayo. Ang hinihiling ho namin is yung mga pulis sa inyo na gumagawa po ng ganito ay may tigil po ng leadership ng PNP. That's a reasonable request, General De La Rosa. Reasonable naman ho yun, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Sagutin ko po kayo dyan, Your
Sige
Honor,
po.
na we are doing our very best, Your Honor. We are doing our very best.
May tanong po ako. Meron po bang koneksyon ang kanilang promotion sa mga operations? Wala naman ho, di ba? Meron po ba? Ang kanilang pag-akyat sa PNP, meron ho bang kinalaman itong mga operations po nila?
Kung talagang magandang accomplishment, Your Honor, at makukonsider yan for points for their good performance at makonsider yan for promotion. But karamihan ngayon, Your Honor, parang ako, sa nakikita ko, yung mga pulis ko ngayon, Your Honor, nagtatrabaho sila galing sa puso, Your Honor, hindi po because of any motivation na ma-promote or whatever, ginagawa po na sa puso na galing yung trabaho na, Your Honor. In fact, they're risking their life, Your
Yes.
Honor. Ang problema ng police operative, Your Honor, number 1, pag-operate mo, problema mo how to survive the encounter. Paano ka mabuhay? Ngayon, Your Honor, pag nag-successful ka dyan sa unang problem mo, napatay mo yung kalaban, well, buhay ka. The next problem, which is mas mabigat, Your Honor, yung legal offensive, yung legal risk back coming from the doon sa pamilya ng biktima, yung suspect or biktima, Your Honor, well, babalikan kayo, Your Honor. Kaya nakita mo sana, kung makita sana ninyo yung enormity ng kinakaharap ng pulis na nag-operate sa droga, Your Honor. Sana magdasal din kayo sana na mahinto na itong drug problem natin para hindi na kami mag-operate, wala nang problema sana, Your Honor.
Well, alam mo, General, no, just to be fair, lahat ho ng support ang hiningi po ninyo sa Senado, binigay ho namin. Lahat ho, sa budget, sa mga batas. In fact, there are many bills filed here to support yung mga hiningi po ninyo 4 or 5 hearings ago. At in the works naman po yon. Pero hindi nyo naman ho siguro mapagkakait na kapag may nakikita kaming mali, kailangan na rin hong i-point out. Kasi kung wala pong nag-point out po nito, kasama lang po yan sa successful police operations at nakita naman ho natin may mga mali pong nangyari. Kaya ginagawa rin ho namin yung trabaho namin habang gusto rin ho namin gawin nyo yung trabaho ninyo at hulihin talaga yung mga totoong drug pusher at drug lord. Now, meron ho bang incentive, cash incentive yung ating mga kapulisan kapag meron pong mga enkwentro?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wala.
Sinasabi ko, Your Honor, they're operating using their heart, Your Honor. Sinapuso namin yung problema ngayon sa drugs, Your Honor. Napakatagal pong napabayaan, Your Honor. Ngayon lang nagising itong ating kapulisan na ganito na pala kalaki ang problema. So ang encouragement ko sa kanila, Your Honor, we fight drugs not for ourselves, but we fight drugs for the future of our children and our grandchildren, Your Honor.
So ano ho yung tinatawag na combat incentive pay? Iba ho yun.
With or without drug operation, Your Honor, nasa incentive na talaga namin. Kahit na mag-relax ka, Your Honor, darating na talaga yung combat incentive na dahil nasa budget, kasama na po yan sa aming kwan, Your Honor.
Kaya nga, ano po yung combat incentive pay? Hindi ho yan konektado sa drug operations.
Ay, hindi po, Your Honor. Kahit na nasa opisina ka lang, Your Honor, basta ang unit mo is involved sa combat operation, anti-criminality, ISO operation, automatic yun, Your Honor. Darating yun.
So kasi ho yung combat incentive pay, nakita ho namin sa budget, that's about 3 billion pesos, no? 3.6 billion, nawala po yun last year. Gusto ho namin malaman, paano po na ibibigay? You don't have to answer right now, pero paano po yun na ipapamahagi sa ating mga kasama at mga kapulisan? Ito po ba, kasi baka naman ho, hindi nyo ini-intend na ito po yung maging incentive sa mga kapulisan po natin. Pero yung iba nga ho, let's say, nainganyo dahil meron pong incentive na ganyan, gumawa po ng masama. So, aming malaman, ano po itong combat incentive pay po na ito?
Your Honor, if you have observed, tumaas yan, Your Honor. Lumaki,
Yes.
Your Honor. Dahil nga, di ba nag-promise si Presidente na kung pwede, idudublehin niya yung sweldo namin, Your Honor.
Ito po yun.
Hindi man madoble-doble yung sweldo dahil pag dinuble mo, Your Honor, mamulubi ang Republika ng Pilipinas dahil lahat ng retired, kasama si Mr. Chairman Senator Lacson, Your Honor, magbibenefit sa increase, Your Honor. So lahat, malaking babayaran ng ating gobyerno.
Okay. So, ano
ginawa
ito?
na lang, to avoid that situation to happen, ginawang incentive na combat incentive, Your Honor. So, in effect, maramdaman pa rin ng pulis na tumaas yung kanilang sweldo, although hindi na yung in the form of salary, but in the form of
Magkano ba yung per police, ano to, pare-pareho sa PNCO, sa PCO? Combat incentive pay, how much? Pare-pareho? Pare-pareho ito, hindi graduated.
Pare-pareho, Your Honor.
So parang allowance,
Understand the situation, ano? Kasi
Parang ganun.
nakapagbitaw ng salita ang Pangulo, nadodoble ng sweldo. Only
Yes, Your
to
Honor.
realize na pag dinoble yung sweldo, lahat nakabase sa base pay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So tataas pa ito yung long pay, lahat ng pay tataas kasi nga nakabase sa base pay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So to complement, para lang ma-remedy ang situation, dinaan na lang sa combat incentive pay, which each and every police officer,
Will
regardless of rank, receives, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So clear enough.
so baka ho kailangan baguhin lang po yung titulo. Kasi combat incentive means, yung dating ho sa amin is para lang sa mga operatives ho natin. But what you're saying is lahat ho ng police makakatanggap po ng allowance na to. Whether they are operatives, their desk, their investigators, lahat po yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, so kaklaruin ho natin yan sa budget na hindi po ito para lamang sa mga gumagawa po ng mga anti-drug operations ho natin. Is that okay, General?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, so baka ho kinakailangan baguhin rin po yung title para maging mas malinaw na allowance po ito para sa lahat ng kapulisan.
Pwede po, Your Honor.
Alright, thank you,
Terminology.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hontiveros.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Ay sayang, nag-step out si Police Director Obusan. Pero quick comment lang. Nagulat lang ako dun sa pagbanggit na tinatapos pa yung kaso dahil habang nasa custody ng Senado ang mga witnesses. Dahil secondary ang issue ng custody. The witnesses have always been available for interview. In fact, ang NBI nakapag-file ng kaso nila based on the affidavits of the witnesses at yung pagpunta nila dun sa interview sa kanila sa Child Protective GH. So I just want to make that of record, Mr. Chair, that was never and should never have been considered a hindrance to completing and filing a case dahil nagawa na rin po ng NBI.
Thank you.
Mr.
For the
Chairman.
information of the members of the committee, may budget hearing po yung DILG kasama yung PNP. So, with your permission, I will suspend the hearing and we will act on your motion. Maybe we can refer to the lounge to hear the testimony of the minor witnesses, but the members of the Philippine National Police and the DILG family are excused. No? I'm sorry, Chairman Gascon, unless you want to make a manifestation, any statement that you want to make. And also, yung tatanungin ko lang yung barangay chairperson, kayo yung barangay chairwoman do sa barangay 160. Yun yung barangay ni Kian. Paki-share nyo nga kung ano yung kung gaano nyo kakilala si Kian at saka ano yung klaseng pagkatao ng bata do sa inyong barangay. If you know him if you knew him well enough.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I am po nung Barangay Helica Joyce Macalino of Barangay 160 po. Based on your question, Mr. Chair, personally, hindi ko po ganun kakilala si Kian. But based on barangay records, no offense committed po si Kian.
Linis talaga yung record niya, maski yung mga petty quarrels, wala talaga.
Yes, Mr. Chair. And when
Wala siyang record na gumagamit ng droga, wala.
Wala po. And when I asked the SWD, they also clarified na no offense committed din po sila. Si Kian po, I'm sorry.
Chairman Chito.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to make a manifestation as we end this session. Nakahanda po kami sa CHR na patuloy umugnay sa lahat ng mga ahensyang pamamahalaan patungkol sa kaso ni Kian at ni Carl at ng iba pa. Minomonitor po namin ito. Meron rin po kaming sariling investigasyon na ginagawa. Yung sa sinabi po na umabot na let the court decide, meron lang po kaming position dito. Naniniwala kami na sa usapin na mga maraming napatay na sa war on drugs, na importante umabot po ito sa mga korte. Kasalukuyan po, sa dami po, ang sabi po kanina ay 2,000 po mahigit ang napatay na sa police operations. Hindi pa po bilang dito yung mga napatay sa tinatawag na deaths under investigation o yung mga di kilalang perpetrators. Sa aming kaalaman po, sa usapin po ng mga kaso, mga napatay sa legitimate police operations, bagamat mayroon pong ilan na nasa IAS, isa pa lamang po ang umaabot na po sa korte. No? So, pag sinasabi pong let the court decide, sang-ayon po kami dyan at mayroon po kaming pag-asa na ang kasong kay Kian ay aabot sa korte, sa tulong na rin po ng ating mga kaibigan sa PAW. Pero sana po, ang iba pang mga kaso na nanlaban daw, ay tingnan natin yung punot dulo nito. Kaya po kami nanawagan nakarang hearing at natuloy na rin po yung pulong namin with General
How did
Bato.
it go? Hindi kayo nag-away?
Hindi po kami nag-away. Magkatabi po kami at nagkamayan. Malaki pong burger pa ang pinakain sa amin ng PNP. Zarks po, palagay ko baka dahil sa may sale yata sila, hindi ko alam. So naging maayos naman po ang usapan, pero meron po kaming mga hiningi. At ang hiningi po namin, tulad rin po ng hiningi ng Senado, ay yung kopya ng lahat po ng case folders. At hinihintay pa po namin mabigay yung lahat ng mga case folders na ito. Bagamat nanawagan rin po sila na kami ay makiisa sa kanila sa review. At handa rin po kaming sumama sa review ng mga cases, at least yung tinatawag na DUI. Pero malaking pong tulong para sa pag-alam po kung nanlaban nga ba o nanlaban daw, ay ibigay po ng pulis ang lahat po ng impormasyong nasa kanila. So yung hinihingi po nilang clearance, umaasa kaming mabigay na, nang sa gayon kayo po sa Senado, kami sa CHR, mapag-aralan ng buo ang bawat kaso at malaman bakit isa pa lamang na nanlaban case ang umabot sa korte, dumadami na po ang mga ganitong nanlaban daw.
At least there's one big first step, no? Towards goodwill between CHR and PNP.
Sa tulong po ninyo, nagkaroon po ng pagkakataon na mag-usap at umaasa kami na may second, third, fourth step. Pero ang importante po dito is yung kooperasyon. So, at yung bottom line po, the proof of it will be in the cooperation in terms of looking at all of the records. So, to achieve truth and justice, we need transparency and openness.
Yes.
And
a
that's
lot of
what we will
goodwill,
hope
of
for.
course. And a lot of goodwill. Doon nag-start yung cooperation sa goodwill, di ba?
Yes po, nilinaw naman po namin sa meeting, hindi po dapat kami tingnan bilang kaaway, kami rin po ay ahensyang pampamahalaan, at ang pakay lang po namin ay matingnan kung may paglabag o pag-abuso ng established rules. May tanong po kanina sa inyo, paano ba natin mapipigil po ito? Ang malinaw po ay mapipigil natin ito kung susundan lamang po ng ating law enforcement agencies yung nakalagay na po sa Police Operations Procedure. At kasama po sa Police Operations Procedure yung nasabi kanina ni General Bato na yung use of force continuum. Hindi agad-agad lethal force para makapatay ang dapat gawin ng pulis sa kanilang police operations. Ang tanong po namin, at tukoy po to sa sinabi po ni Senator Risa na posibleng pattern, bakit sa panahon ng 1 taon ng war on drugs, napakarami na po ang napatay, na nandyan naman yung police operations procedure, at palagay ko po namin, maraming mga kaso dyan, kung bubuksan lang po yung records, ay makikita natin, baka hindi nasunod ang police operations procedure.
Alam niyo, Chairman, ako, sasagutin ko yun, kasi galing ako sa ground. Nagsimula akong tinyente, umakyat ako hanggang mag 4-star. Iba po ang situation pag nasa ground kayo. Alam niyo, yung split second na decision could mean your life or death.
That's understood, Your Honor. And
ang sabi nga nila yung police, pagka nagka-desisyon, pag very slow, talagang sa kamatayan ng punta. And napakahirap mag-decide. Pag nandyan na kayo and you're confronted with an armed aggressor, hindi nyo na siguro maiisip na barilin sa paa. Baka hindi nyo tamaan yung paa, kayo ang patay.
Opo.
So, in self-defense, ito naman ay may jurisprudence naman sa self-defense, talaga namang in defense of yourself or a stranger or a kapwa police officer, ako, ang instruction ko, shoot stupid.
Yes po. Naunawa naman po natin on the ground, at a split second, maraming mga elemento. Importanteng ma-assess ang bawat kasong yon. At ang first step po doon is yung openness and transparency. Kung mabigay po yung spot reports, mabigay po lahat ng case folders, baka malaking tulong na po to para linawin natin ang sitwasyon.
Ang sinasabi ko lang po, iba yung theory, iba yung practical. Napakahirap mag-decide. Pag kayo mismong nandun, sumipa kayo ng pinto, at pagsipa nyo ng pinto at kayo magre-rescue ng kidnapping or kidnap victim, at nakita nyo merong armado na nakaturo sa inyo, Hintay nyo ba? Sa sini lang po yun, magpapagulong-gulong yung bida bago baganti ng putok. Sa sini lang po yun.
Yes po.
Paniwala
Pero
kayo.
in the end, Your Honors, importante rin, kaya nakalagay po sa batas na for every discharge of a firearm, for every death resulting in a police operation, importante po merong investigation. At ang sabi rin po
I fully agree. I cannot agree more. Ano?
At sabi
Ganun
po
talaga
sa amin
dapat.
ng aming commissioner, si Commissioner Lea Armamento, na dati po galing po sa DOJ, ang previous policy po sa usapin ng DOJ, nung siya po ay nasa DOJ, is pagka po nanlaban yung pagpapaliwanag na may napatay, eh meron na pong determination po ng probable cause at yung details po nito, yung pagbabalanse kung tama yung pag-invoke ng nanlaban ay, sabi nga po nila, let the court decide. Dahil po yung nanlaban is a self-defense argument
Ang
that
sinasabi po ninyo, kailangan makarating sa korte.
kailangan po makarating sa
Pigilan.
korte. Opo, dahil po ang self-defense po ay tinatawag na justifying circumstance. So ang tanong po namin, kung mahigit 2,000, posible pang 3,000 kaso na nanlaban na, bakit kaisa-isa pa lamang ang umaabot sa korte?
Is that at all true? DOJ and PNP, na isa pa lang yung umabot sa korte? PNP first.
Hindi po isa lang, Your Honor. Marami na pong na-file na kaso, Your Honor. But,
Yung sinasabi ko po, umabot na sa korte. Meron po ilan na nasa IAS, may ilan po na under preliminary investigation. Pero after 1 year po, ang Bertes case pa lamang po nasa korte.
Your Honor, pag ganoon po, Your Honor, nasaan na po yung ating presumption of the regularity in the performance of duty? Bibig bang sabihin, every time mag-operate kami, pag may namatay, kakasuhan kagad namin yung pulis namin? So wala nang pulis, mag-resign na lahat ng pulis
As a matter
niyan.
of course, yes. Di ba sabi ng IAS, basta merong discharge ng firearm, andyan na yung IAS.
Investigation, Sir, Your Honor, pero hindi kasuhan
investigation.
kagad.
No. I'm not saying kasuhan ka agad. But as a matter of course, dapat mag-imbestiga.
Yes, Your Honor, that's
And kung
automatic.
meron makitang element ng foul play, aabot yan sa DOJ.
Yes, Your
Again,
Honor.
even if DOJ finds probable cause, there's still that presumption of innocence. Kaya nga tama rin yung sinasabi ni Chief Superintendent Fajardo, let the court decide because it's not up to us to decide and to declare that they're guilty or anybody here is guilty. Let the court decide. Ang point naman ni Chairman Chito, pabuti natin sa korte kung kailangan umabot sa korte. Ngayon, there's a disagreement kung isa lang ba talaga yung nakaabot sa korte for the past 1 year or so or marami pa. And again, hindi naman tayo magkakaintindihan dito kung wala records. If you keep on, refusing to turn over official records, hindi natin mapuprove na talagang mas marami nga umabot sa korte kaysa sa sinasabi ni Chairman Chito, hindi ba?
Your Honor, ready na po kami magbigay, Your Honor. May dala-dala na po yung
Thank you very
ating
much. Wala nang
director.
tampon-tapo sa mista. Magsasubmit ka na.
Magsabit na, Your Honor.
Sige, okay. Then magsabit na.
Baka malasin kami sa iyo, Your Honor.
Okay, so with that, we are suspending this hearing and you will just be informed kung mayroon pang susunod na hearing. But this far from over, and as long as there are similar cases na sinapit ni Kian, sinapit ni Carl, magkikita ulit tayo rito. And I hope, hindi na dumating yung araw na yon. Dahil ayaw din namin na, alam nyo, ako pag tinitingnan ko yung mga pulis, maski sabihin pa natin, assuming na guilty, nakakaawa pa rin eh. Look, PO1, magkano na sweldo ng PO1? Eh kung totoo pala na, with apologies to sa mga parents ng mga biktima, kung nagkataon pala talagang nanlaban, baka naman hindi man lang tayo nagmi-meeting dito para pag-usapan naman yung pagkamatay nila, hindi ba? So that's my point. So again, borrowing the words of Chief Superintendent Fajardo, let the court decide. Yeah. So thank you very much and have a good day. Tawagan mo si Bam. Alis na. Bam. Tulungan mo muna kami mag-execute.